Live from Las Vegas, Nevada, Upstate Wrestling Federation presents the High Stakes Pre-Show, right here on YouTube at Upstate Remy.
Expect the worst of everyone of me. Count the clock, 'cause I can't fucking sleep. I'm like a time bomb ticking in your head, paranoia, clouding your judgment. And no matter what you do about it, I'm still in your head.
Welcome into UWF High Stakes. How's it going? Is your host, your commentator, Upstate Remy. We're in Las Vegas, baby. Well, how's it going, everybody, on this fabulous Wednesday? It is June 3rd, 2026, and we're about to go through the match cards for the UWF High Stakes pre-show. First up, we have the 20 Superstar High Roller Gauntlet match. 5 Superstars on the screen are just 5 out of 20 of who we're going to see in today's High Roller Gauntlet match. That'll kick off the pre-show today. Then after that, we'll have Wesley, Parker, and Myers for the third and final match here in UWF. Who will take it home? Then Shell Gonzalez, Mike Magnum Maxwell, best 2 or 3 falls match will close out this pre-show. And let's get right into the High Roller Gauntlet match. Like we saw last week, Martina Richards and Chris Roberts came out with the W in their tag team match. They'll become numbers 19 and 20 in the gauntlet. And here are the rules on your screen. 2 superstars will start in the ring. Every 60 seconds, another star will enter. Elimination can only occur in the ring. And this High Roller Gauntlet continues until 1 superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner. And they will walk home with a contract in hand where it says they can cash in on any championship in the next 6 months. Well, if that championship falls under your division, I suppose. But here we have it up first in this High Roller Gauntlet match. Number 1, Satoshi Kasamatsu. And Satoshi Kasamatsu was actually in the television championship tournament until he lost to Pierre Chamberlain in the semi-finals. He came so close, but he was so far. But hey, he's still here in Vegas today. He's still here in Las Vegas. But again, just like the tournament, he's going to be on an uphill battle at number 1. There are 19 other superstars, men, women. Of course, there was an announcement in the Discord recently that going forward, only 2 championships will be intergender. That is the Openweight Championship that Thea currently holds, that she'll be defending tonight, and the Tag Team Championships that the Kingdom will be defending versus the Diamond Wolves later on. But Satoshi Kasamatsu's number 2, and it seems like that is Haruki Ishida. Haruki Ishida and Satoshi Kasamatsu, 2 Japanese superstars, hard-hitting wrestlers in UWF. 2 superstars that were actually in the UWF television tournament. Of course, Haruki Ishida was in the first match and lost to Kai Cash, and Satoshi was in the semifinals but lost to Pierre Chamberlain. But 1 and 2 are set. Satoshi Kasamatsu and Haruki Ishida. This is going to be a crazy one-on-one matchup. I would love to see this in the future, just a regular one-on-one. This is definitely a dream match I could see in UWF in the near future. So of course, the High Roller Gauntlet is a gauntlet eliminator style. Basically, 2 superstars in the ring. Every 60 seconds, every minute, a superstar will come out. You have to pin or submit your opponents, and eliminate them till you're the last one standing. Haruki Ishida has a bag with submission moves. That Fujiwara armbar, he can snap someone's arm with that. Hiroki Ishida is impressive. Of course, he competed for the Hardcore Championship. Unsuccessful, but maybe Haruki Ishida. I mean, it's definitely something that you could dream of. But starting at 1 and 2, your odds are not likely to win this match. But we're off. The first match of high stakes. This is the pre-show. We have 3 matches a part of the pre-show today. Of course, we have the High Roller Gauntlet match. And then we have Wesley Parker and Myers, their third and final match of their best 2 of 3 series. And speaking of best 2 of 3, we have a best 2 of 3 falls match to close out this pre-show between Mike Magna Maxwell and Chel Gonzalez. That match is going to be a banger. They've been going back and forth the last few weeks, and they will finally get their match today in Las Vegas. And the referee is down as well with that dropkick from Satoshi Kasamatsu. And look at Ishida trying to get Ishida ducking that clothesline. Kasamatsu, those hard kicks, high kicks to Ishida. The enziguri to Ishida. And number 3 is on their way out. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Number 3, that is Franco Valentine. Franco Valentine, of course. 2 weeks ago, he answered an open challenge for the UWF Hardcore Championship after Millie Richards also accepted it. I mean, we'll see Millie Richards later on at either 19 or 20. But Franco Valentine, of course, he is hungry for a chance at a championship. Imagine what this could do for Franco Valentine. What a dropkick from Ishida off the springboard. Going for the quick cover on Satoshi Kasamatsu. Of course, 1 and 2 are going to get worn out quick, but then you have Franco Valentine, of course, number 3. I mean, number 3 is not any better than 1 and 2. But Franco Valentine, of course, he is hungry. He is eager to get a shot at some gold. And, of course, weapons are allowed in this matchup. That's a ladder that Franco Valentine just introduced into this match, and Haruki Ishida with the cover, with the powerbomb position cover. No, and what a kick from Franco, getting in the mix there. Cuff and drop. Franco Valentine looking to pick things up a notch, looking to mock Haruki Ishida, getting the head of a Japanese hard hitter, but Haruki Ishida, though, not having it. And number 4 on their way out already. Of course, 60-second intervals every minute a superstar comes out. Who is it going to be? Who's going to be number 4? That's Diana Holmes at number 4. Diana Holmes, of course, friends with Taryn Breeze. I'm pretty sure we're getting Taryn Breeze in this match as well later on. Taryn Breeze, of course, was in the tag team match last week to determine number 19 and 20. She lost, unfortunately, with Brooke Wilson. Diana Holmes in this matchup, of course, a part of Twisted Sisters with Taryn Breeze. She's in that group as well. And oh my god, double team from Franco Valentine and Diana Holmes to Satoshi Kasamatsu. And Franco looking to get another weapon as a kendo stick this time. Bring the wood. Oh my god, right to Haruki and right to Satoshi Kasamatsu. And now Haruki Ishida with the Northern Lights right to Franco. Franco, of course, a TWF original Iron Man champion back in TWF. And look at Haruki in the corner eyeing down Satoshi Kasamatsu with the knee right to the jaw. And look at Franco to Diana. Franco Valentine, no. Diana trying to power out of it. And look at Haruki with the kendo stick, no. Who's number 5? We have number 5 on their way out right now. Who's it going to be? Diana Holmes with a package pile driver. And that's Taylor King. Taylor King is at number 5. Taylor King, of course. Another TWF original, it feels like. Taylor King is in the High Roller Gauntlet match. Taylor King making his way down, but Diana with the cover after that package pile driver to Franco, but Franco kicking out right at a 2. What a match this is so far. We have 5 participants already in the ring. Of course, when 6 participants are in the arena, no more can come out until someone gets eliminated. What a spear. So when number 6 comes out, the rest of the participants are on hold. Oh my god, Franco went for like a corkscrew whisper in the wind. And light tubes are in play as well. Taylor King, where'd you get the light tube from? I mean, I guess the lights shine brighter in Vegas, I guess. German suplex from Diana to Franco. And Franco with that kick out. What a match this is. We already have five in the arena. Diana Holmes, the only woman so far in this matchup. And just like that, we have number 6 on their way out. Light tubes everywhere. Number 6, who's it going to be? Oh, baby. It is Kai Cash. Of course, Kai Cash has had some issues. I mean, not really issues. I mean, respectfully, of course, with Haruki Ishida. He eliminated Haruki Ishida in the tournament, in the Television Championship tournament a while ago. But Kai Cash in the High Roller Gauntlet match. This is about to get serious. What a participant Kai Cash is to this gauntlet match. What is he going to bring? And Franco Valentine looking like he wants to get a piece of Kai already, but I don't know what the fuck just happened, but something happened. El Cameraman. We're going to see a lot of that probably this whole match because, of course, there's so many bodies. We have only so many cameras. I mean, to be fair, we can hardly afford this fucking venue. We're in Vegas. When we're from upstate New York, you know, the money's a little tight. But, oh my god, Taylor King went for the moonsault cover on Kai Cash. Oh my god, the laughing stock from Diana to Franco. Going for the cover now. Franco, that could be it for Franco. Franco might be the first one gone. And no, Franco, desperate kick out from Franco Valentine. Diana Holmes with Kai Cash with the enziguri to the face. And a boot to the face. There's so much going on. I can't call it all. I apologize. There's so much happening in this matchup. Jesus Christ. What a match this is. This High Roller Gauntlet match is going to take a minute, by the way, so I hope you all have your snacks, your drinks, some food. Haruki Ishida now. And oh my, look at Kai Cash on the other side of your screen. And look at Haruki Ishida with the powerbomb directly down on that UWF logo. And look at this. Like I was saying, Haruki Ishida, submissions and all, this man can do it. But Kai Cash, what is Kai Cash doing? Breaking up the submission hold to go at Haruki Ishida a little bit. I mean, like I was saying, Haruki Ishida and Kai Cash have had a little bit of issues, respectfully, of course, but Kai Cash, I don't know what his plans were with that. And look at Franco Valentine, Olympic Slam. And look at Satoshi trying to go for the dropkick that he loves to do, but not getting it on Diana Holmes. And look at Satoshi Kasamatsu with a big, strong kick to Diana Holmes. Now the springboard moonsault connects, and Franco with the forearm. And look at Taylor King with the gut buster on the other side of your screen. Again, pins and submissions can only happen in the ring, by the way. This is not false count anywhere. You have to go in the ring and pin and submit your opponent. Your opponents. Put a little S on that. Oh my god, Franco with the drop kick of the century. It looks like, oh my god. And the cover on number 1 of this gauntlet, Satoshi Kasamatsu. No. Kicking out strong from Kasamatsu. Looks like he has more in him. What is going on in this match? What am I looking at? There's so much happening. They got to get out of that corner. Oh my, Kai Cash with a DDT. And look at Taylor King taking it right to Franco Valentine. If I'm not mistaken, Franco Valentine and Taylor King have had issues back in TWF. If I'm not mistaken, I probably am mistaken. Kai Cash with that chair, just swinging at everybody in his way. Kai Cash clearing house. How impressive is this kid? And Kai Cash with a Canadian Destroyer with the cover. And Taylor King is in trouble, but no. Jesus Christ. And look at Haruki Ishida Dragon Suplex. Jesus. And look at, oh no, Haruki now. But Franco getting in the way, and so is Diana. I mean, that's going to be a major issue in this matchup. That there are going to be bodies in the way that you just can't move anywhere. And this ref is trying her damn best to get everywhere, but there's only one referee in this match, so we can't afford everybody. We can only afford one referee per match. If you think we have money in upstate New York, you must be out of your goddamn mind. We're in Vegas on a budget. We're in Vegas on a loan. We are loaning this venue out. And look at Haruki Ishida. And look at Franco Valentine. Bodies are flying everywhere. And look at Franco, coffin drop. No, Kai Cash moving out of the way. But Haruki Ishida turning Kai around. But Franco with a super kick to the back of the head. Kai Cash now looking like a code red right to Franco. What a match this is. Bodies everywhere. And look at Haruki Ishida going for another power bomb to Kai Cash this time with the cover. Kai Cash could be the first eliminated. No. I mean, again, there has been nobody eliminated yet. Nobody has been eliminated. This is unreal. And look at Haruki Ishida. The pure strength with that Uranagi. And again, there's just so many bodies in the way that you just can't move to do your moves or anything. And look at Franco Valentine. Wait a second. Franco Valentine is the first one eliminated. What a run for Franco. What a run for Franco Valentine. But that means number 7 can finally come out. Number 7 can make their way out here at some point. Diana Holmes getting hit with that chair in the back. Diana Holmes is in a bad way right now. And Diana Holmes is eliminated. That is 2 gone in the last 30 seconds. Jesus Christ. Franco Valentine and Diana Holmes are the first 2 eliminated. Diana Holmes. By the way, not to point out the obvious, but 1 and 2 are still out here. And Kai Cash is gone as well. In the last minute, 3 are gone. Satoshi Kasumatsu and Haruki Ishida are still in this match, and so is Taylor King. I think that's 1, 2, and 3, or Taylor King was like what, 4? Number 4? I don't know. I have a bad memory. You know, please. Oh my God, Haruki Ishida! Wait a second. No, kick out from Ishida. It's impressive how Ishida and Kasumatsu are still in this match. After 3 getting eliminated, and look at, oh no, Kasumatsu with a kick to the midsection of Ishida. In the corner now, look at Kasumatsu. And I'm going to be honest, I would love to see a team between these two. These two would make a fabulous team. I would love to see it. But hey, who knows. And look at Ishida with a sling blade. And look at Taylor King with a cutter! Almost on the chair, but not quite. Taylor King, the only man standing right now. How impressive is Taylor? Oh no. Taylor King sizing up Ishida with the knee. Right to the face with the cover. Taylor King. And that's it for Ishida. Haruki Ishida is gone. It is down to 2. We still don't know who number 7 is, but we have Taylor King and Kasumatsu fighting one-on-one with a dragon screw. Oh my God. Taylor King hitting his arm on the steel steps. Oh my God, Taylor King. His arm must be hurting from that. And look at, oh no, Kasumatsu. And number 7 is on their way out. Finally, number 7. Who is it going to be? 3 seconds. And that is Ace Static. Of course, a friend, a teammate of Kai Cash. Unfortunately, Kai Cash is already eliminated. But Ace Static, a big man. He is looking to tear this competition up. Ace Static entering into this high roller gauntlet match at number 7. And Taylor King going back to the corner, going for, oh no. He did this to Haruki Ishida, but now to Kasumatsu. But Ace Static getting in the way. We're going for a cutter, but not quite. That's not really, oh no, Taylor King though. Taylor King, go to sleep on Satoshi Kasumatsu, number 1. The number 1 of this gauntlet. And he is gone. Just down to Taylor King and Ace Static now. Awaiting number 8. Ace Static, the big man between him and Taylor King. But Taylor King looking to, oh my God, keep your foot on the gas. But instead, he just took it off. Ace Static, I should reverse from Taylor King now. Ace Static with a forearm back in the ring. But Taylor King caught him. Push, oh my, that's not easy to do. Pushing back Ace Static in the corner. And here we have number 8 on the horizon. Who is it going to be? While Taylor King and A-Static fight it off. Number 8, Starboy James Uso is now entering into this high roller gauntlet match. Of course, James Uso just had a match last week versus Eddie King, which was the final match for Eddie King to prove himself to face Thea for the Openweight Championship, and that match will be later tonight. But James Uso looking to get a little bit of a redemption in this gauntlet match at number 8. Hard task still. You still have 12 other opponents, well, technically 14 because of the 2 already in the ring still, to get through. But this is going to be James Uso, also another TWF original. Of course, think about the Council. Think about Astral Chaos. You thought I wouldn't say those team names, but I just did. James Uso now with the going for a DDT, it looks like, but not hitting anything there. And look at A-Static. Oh my, hitting Taylor King on those steel steps, and James Uso coming out of nowhere with a headbutt. But A-Static kick to the back. No, James Uso kicks to the leg, kicks to the knee. A-Static and James Uso fighting off, but going back and forth in this matchup. Taylor King with a kendo stick, it looks like. And now, bad about a swing, no! A-Static trying to go for a cutter, but Taylor King, oh my god, face first to James Uso. Going for the cover. James Uso just came in the match, just at a 1 count. And look at number 9 on their way out. Who's it going to be? I guess we'll see. Number 9 is Ivy Thorne. And A-Static is already chasing after her. A-Static wants to waste no time getting Ivy Thorne into this matchup. Maybe that's the right move for A-Static. Maybe that's the right decision. But look at A-Static on the run. I don't know what he just did, but he did something. And Ivy Thorne might be out of it. But we have Taylor King, candlestick in hand, right to the leg of Uso. But look, Ivy Thorne's on her feet. Ivy Thorne is okay. I think A-Static is the one that needs help on the ramp. But look at Ivy Thorne seizing the opportunity. Uso now to A-Static, but Static again. Static and Uso are going back and forth. That spine buster from Static. Jesus. And look at Ivy Thorne now fighting off Static, but Static going right after Taylor King. Oh no, Ivy Thorne looking at Uso. Uso might be in trouble, but Uso's taken down as well from Static. Ivy Thorne caught nothing. And oh, look at Static with the raw brute strength. We have number 10 on the horizon. Who is number 10? Who is it going to be? Carolyn Wick, Golden Generation's very own. Carolyn Wick is in this match and potentially a friend of Ivy Thorne. Of course, they were in a tag team match numerous weeks ago. I mean, of course, this match is every man, every woman for themselves. Oh my, Carolyn Wick laying down Taylor King. Of course, Carolyn Wick and Ivy Thorne looked like they had some issues in that tag team match a few weeks back. Not really tagging each other in for some of the match. And look at Uso knocking both Carolyn Wick and Taylor King down with that kick off the springboard. And look at Taylor King with that bicycle knee strike, going for the cover, and A-Static with the coffin drop. Bodies are flying, but Uso stays alive. Just think of who is going to win this match. Whoever wins has a straight ticket to cash in a contract to any championship within their division, whether it's a championship of their gender or a intergender championship. But whoever wins, I mean, this number 11 is on their way out. It could be number 11 for all we know. It is Julius Creed, and Taylor King's eliminated, but Julius Creed, a part of the Creed brothers, Hell's Cerberus, bitch, I would rather die is their motto. And they live by it. A-Static, again, wasting no time, going after Julius Creed. That flapjack on the ramp right there, and Taylor King got eliminated finally. Taylor King had a great run in this matchup. If anybody in the comments can go back at some point and tell me You know, every superstar stats, like who eliminated the most superstars, who lasted the longest. Let me know. Maybe I'll give you a little cookie or something. I don't know. But we have Ivy Thorne eyeing down James Uso. What the? Oh my God! That middle rope forearm right down to the face of Uso. Trash can in hand from Ivy Thorne. What's she gonna do with that? Trying to take out the trash. Uso is looking to. Oh my! Ivy Thorne with that back roundhouse kick. Oh my God! And look at Julius Creed. Of course, somewhere. I'm sure his brother Brutus is some. Oh my God! Ivy Thorne. Never mind. What was I about to say? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Armbar on Julius, but Julius getting out of it. I mean, somewhere in the back there is Brutus Creed, and there might just be Nathan Hammerstone lurking backstage. I mean, I don't know if they're in the match. They could be. Oh my God! Carolyn Wick getting slammed on those steps from A-Static. What a match! What a brutal, what a chaotic match that this is. But look at Uso now. The headlock applied to A-Static. The punch in the face. And then look at Ivy with no Uso. Elbow up in time. Look at Carolyn Wick now on Ivy. But Uso. Oh my God, Uso. Oh my God, what is going on? And you hear the crowd. You hear the UWF Universe. You hear Vegas. This is awesome. And this is only the first match out of 9 more matches tonight. The first of the pre-show. We have a long night to go. Let me tell you that. So get some snacks, get some food. I mean, get whatever you want, because you're gonna need it. A drink, hydrate, get some water. But number 12 is on the. And there it is, Julius Creed's brother. The Creed brothers are in full effect. This is Brutus Creed, but the Hell Cerberus is not in full effect. But the Creed brothers are. Nathan Hammerstone is not out here. It could be yet, or maybe never. Nathan Hammerstone, I mean, and I thought that was a 3 for a second. I thought Carolyn Wick got eliminated already. And A-Static with a spear to Carolyn Wick, and just like I said, that could be it. That could do it for Carolyn Wick, but no, kicking out at a late 2 count. A-Static is putting in work, by the way, and so far A-Static is doing great in this matchup. But look at Ivy Thorne as I say that. And look at Uso with the Falcon Arrow to Brutus Creed. And Uso now. Look at Carolyn Wick with the Brain Buster right in front of us. A-Static is in trouble. No. A-Static, that was a desperate kick if I've ever seen one. That was desperate as fuck. But look at Ivy Thorne. The armbar on Uso. Uso could tap. Wait a second, Uso's in. Brutus Creed broke up the armbar. We're going for the cover on Uso. What kind of strategy is that? But I guess it's working out for him because James Uso's eliminated. What is going on in this matchup? The Creed brothers are laid out. We have the Creed brothers. We have Ivy Thorne and Carolyn Wick. We have A-Static. And if I'm not mistaken, number 13 should be out here momentarily. We are just nearing the end of this High Roller Gauntlet match. But there's still a lot left to go. Like, you might think this is the end of the match, pretty much, because we're almost at number 13. But to be fair, this is basically just the beginning! Julius Creed with a move that I've never seen him do before. Carolyn Wick now. Oh no, Julius Creed is in trouble. Oh, but Brain Buster! Carolyn Wick dropping. A-Static is looking to take the elimination for himself, and he does it. Julius Creed's gone. A-Static took it for himself, and look at A-Static, the powerhouse. And A-Static now those combos and a knee to the face, and Brutus is without his brother now. Brutus has nobody with him at the moment. A-Static kick to the midsection, and oh, there's the running boot. Brutus might be gone. And no, Brutus stays alive. Brutus Creed, of course, I guess there's Brutus and Nathan Hammerstone, the powerhouses of Hell Cerberus. But Brutus, I guess the powerhouse of the Creed brothers. We have Ivy Thorne, Carolyn Wick going at it. We have A-Static and Brutus Creed getting hung on that top rope. But number 13. Where is he? Where's... Oh my... Ivy Thorne getting a forearm to the face. Just a 1 count though. Just a 1. And look at Carolyn Wick and Ivy Thorne facing off. And there's number 13. The countdown has started. Who is it going to be? Lucky number 13 on their way out. F.H. Jones. And Brutus is not wasting no time taunting to England's very own F.H. Jones. Of course, F.H. Jones also in the United Elite with Chris Roberts. And yes, Chris Roberts will be here later tonight at either number 19 or 20, since he won the tag team match last week with Martina Richards. F.H. Jones and Brutus Creedle fighting off already in this matchup. We have 5 participants out here, and Brutus Creed getting off the shoulders of F.H. Jones, just bumping F.H. Jones into that rail. A-Static just stalking Carolyn Wick. But we have Brutus Creed with a sliding lariat to F.H. Jones. F.H. Jones, of course, the first ever TWF United States champion back in the day, of course. One of our first ever TWF superstars. Oh, crazy as that sounds. I mean, so is Chris Roberts as well. One of our first superstars back in TWF. And look at Brutus just pinning Carolyn Wick, and she's gone! Carolyn Wick from the Golden Generation's gone, and number 14 is on their way out. They are dropping like flies as we speak, and Gus Novel's number 14. Gus Novel is on their way out in this high roller gauntlet match. Gus Novell at honestly, number 13, 14, 15 are very good numbers. Of course, at the tail end of this gauntlet, but a better chance than what, let's say, A-Static had, you know, or Brutus Creed, or, I mean, Ivy Thorne, right? Better number than them. He's in better shape than they are, and F.H. Jones as well. He just came out in the last number, but he's getting battered in the corner. And look at Gus Novell with A-Static, up and down he goes. And the German suplex from Ivy to Gus. Now look at the power from Ivy Thorne. Gus Novell now focusing on F.H. Jones. But Gus and Ivy, the steel steps are on the way, but the steel steps are in the way, by the way. Oh my God! Ivy Thorne might be out of it. Ivy Thorne might be gone. No. I don't know if she landed on the stairs or near the stairs, but it looked very devastating. And look at F.H. Jones with the moonsault double knees down to Gus Novell. A-Static, Brutus Creed, and Ivy Thorne are going at it. F.H. Jones getting rid of Gus Novell for a moment. And now running full speed to Gus with the, oh my, what a forearm, knocking him down. And look at Ivy staying alive, trying to stick through it, trying to live to see another day, but that might just be it. Folding Ivy in half for the cover. And Ivy, oh my God, that was a very close 3 count. But Ivy Thorne is sticking in this matchup. And look at Ivy, oh my God, Ivy. But Brutus taking advantage. And look at Gus. Gus with those combos, the knee strike, the kick, and swiping him off his feet. What a match. There's weapons everywhere. There's bodies everywhere. The crowd is loving this. Las Vegas is loving this. And you can, oh my God! A-Static with those steel steps, but number 15. And Ivy Thorne's gone, but number 15 is on their way out. Nathan Hammerstone. Brutus Creed has some backup. Nathan Hammerstone, the leader of Hell's Cerberus, is here, and he would rather die. Nathan Hammerstone at number 15. This is a very, very promising number. Of course, you'd rather be at number 15 than number 14, let's be honest. But Nathan Hammerstone in this matchup, while F.H. Jones has those steel steps in hand. I don't know why, I don't know where he's going, but he's looking to put some damage in to Ace Static. Look behind you, Ace. But Ace getting in the ring, wise move. But look at Hammerstone preparing himself for what's to come. But look at Brutus just taking out his leader. I mean, again, every man for themselves, of course. And these, yes, the Hell Cerberus, they do train together. They do, hit each other and practice versus each other. It's nothing new with them two. Honestly, it's nothing new. Nathan Hammerstone and Brutus in the ring now. Nathan Hammerstone, but look at FH Jones with that kick. But Gus Neville getting in the way. But look at FH Jones. But look at Gus. Gus and FH Jones are taking turns. And what a DDT from Gus. Going for the cover on a fresh and new. No, okay, Hammerstone definitely not going to let that happen. And look at Arabian Moonsault, but nothing there. And oh my god, I just noticed. Look at this. Hammerstone and Ace Static. I want to see that one day. That would be a crazy matchup. But of course, Gus Neville is ruining our dream match. He is ruining it. I would love to see Nathan Hammerstone versus Ace Static matchup. Let's be honest. That match would be insane. But we have Ace Static with Brutus up on his shoulders. And look at FH Jones with the knee to Hammerstone. Hammerstone's not looking good. Hammerstone just got in the match and he's already getting bullied. And look at Gus Neville with the knees to the back. FH Jones might be gone. That might be it for FH Jones. And number 16 is almost on Brutus Creed. Wait a second. Brutus Creed is gone. Nathan Hammerstone is by himself. And number 16 is Taryn Breeze. Last week, Taryn Breeze unfortunately lost the tag team match with Brooke Wilson. That means she was not going to be at number 19 or 20. But she's at 16. So honestly, 16 is still not that bad. Let's be honest. But Taryn Breeze making her way down. What if Taryn Breeze won this match? What if she came and won this match? Taryn Breeze winning, I would say, would piss Thea off. Just think about it. Taryn Breeze winning this match, getting a contract, and cashing in on Thea's Openweight Championship. Now, I don't think you should, cash in your contract on a mid-card championship, but whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Mid-card world title is all up to you. But look at Taryn Breeze tossing Hammerstone in the ring. Taryn Breeze, fresh woman in. Look at Ace Static trying to toss Taryn Breeze to the steps, but stopping herself. And we have Gus Neville taking a breather, and so is FH Jones. But look at Hammerstone, I think, going after Gus Neville. And he oh my god, what a DDT from Hammerstone. Look at FH Jones with that moonsault knees to the stomach. And look at Hammerstone. Oh, FH Jones going at Ace Static. We have Hammerstone tossing Gus to the apron in a moonsault. No, Gus Neville moving out of the way. Look at Ace Static just tossing Jones into the ring, and Gus Neville's head bouncing off that post, that steel post. Ace Static getting a little breather. I mean, Ace Static is by far the longest man in the match right now. He has been in the match for a long, long time. And so is FH Jones now. And never mind. FH Jones is gone. Getting eliminated by Taryn Breeze. Look at the strength from Taryn, by the way. Oh my god. Taryn, of course, one of the bigger women on the UWF roster. But look at Hammerstone and Taryn Breeze going at it now. And look at Ace Static with a spear to Gus, basically on those steel steps. And Gus Neville staying alive. And this is number 17. Number 17 is Brooke Wilson. Of course, like I said earlier, Brooke Wilson unfortunately lost the tag team match with Taryn Breeze, which makes them not 19 and 20. 19 and 20 is Chris Roberts and Martina Richards. I'm not sure which one they'll be, but, But Brooke Wilson, too fatal. Brooke Wilson making his way down to the ring at number 17. This is a great number for Brooke Wilson. A great number. If you're not 19 or 20, you want to be like 15, 16, 17, 18 maybe. You're not 19, 20. But look at Taryn Breeze, the cover on Ace Static, but kick out. The feet were up on the ropes, and again, feet on the ropes, that is illegal. Ace Static, oh my god, Ace Static about breaking his back. And look at Hammerstone, but Taryn Breeze pushing him off. And look at Wilson now. Wilson and Taryn Breeze, they were teammates last week. But again, every man, every woman for themselves. And no, Taryn Breeze moving out of the way. Taryn Breeze now focusing on Hammerstone with that face plant. Static still in the match, by the way. That's impressive from Static. Someone needs to eliminate him because at this point in the match, it is scary. If Static could win this match, that is scary to think about. Static winning this match at number 7 would be absolutely scary with that Falcon Air from Taryn Breeze. Light tube in hand from Brooke Wilson right to Gus Novell. And oh my god, corkscrew moonsault from Brooke going for the cover. And this deep into the match, that could do it for Ace. No, Static stays alive. Holy shit. What a match. Brooke Wilson with the punch to the gut now. Oh my god, knee to the back to Gus. Static, but look at Gus with a famouser. And now Static, number 18 is on their way out. Who is it going to be? Adonis Blade is number 18. Adonis Blade, of course, former TWF World Champion, former TWF Intercontinental Champion. He held the World Champion and the IC Champion for a long, long time. And this might just be Adonis Blade's moment to get back up in the world title picture. Or maybe mid-card if you really want to go after a mid-card championship. I don't recommend it. But if you want to, I don't blame you. I wouldn't judge you. Trust me. But Adonis Blade walking his ass down to that ring. Of course, Adonis Blade, I mean, I would say maybe a fan favorite. I think Taryn Breeze is also a fan favorite as well in this matchup. Maybe Gus Novell as well. Hammerstone maybe. I mean, who knows? But again, we know that number 19 and 20 is Chris Roberts and Martina Richards. But the question is, what number are they? And look at Hammerstone! The military press! Down to Brooke Wilson. Brooke Wilson's in trouble. And Static with a pile driver to Gus Novell. Brooke Wilson with a kick out at 1. And Gus Novell is getting pinned by Static. And Gus Novell is gone. Bye-bye, Gus, at number 14. And again, Static has been in this match since number 7. Static is by far the Iron Man of this matchup. And look at Nathan Hammerstone in trouble. Brooke Wilson almost eliminating Hammerstone, but not quite. And look at this dragon suplex to Hammerstone. Brooke Wilson could have an elimination on his hands. No! Hammerstone. And then now Adonis Blade focusing on Brooke Wilson. Adonis Blade now stalking his opponents. And look at, oh my god, Static. Static is an issue. Static is an issue. Static needs to be what? I was about to say Static needs to be tested. But Nathan Hammerstone looking to get rid of the issue. Oh my god. Nathan Hammerstone. If anybody can put away Static, it is this man, Nathan Hammerstone. And look at Adonis Blade with that suplex to Taryn Breeze. And no, missing that clothesline from Adonis Blade. Brooke Wilson now. Oh no, Brooke Wilson. Oh, what a kick to the face. Going for the cover on Adonis Blade, but Taryn Breeze taking a chair to Brooke Wilson. And what a boot. Brooke Wilson and Taryn Breeze were just tag team partners last week. Now Brooke Wilson with those stairs in hand. Where is he going with those? Be careful. Be careful with those stairs. And look at Static now. But look at Taryn Breeze with the cover to Adonis Blade. And Adonis Blade's already gone. At number 18, he was just he just came out. Adonis Blade is gone. And number 19, either Chris Roberts or Martina Richards. Who is it going to be? Number 19. It is Chris Roberts from the United Elite. Now, oh my god, Static's hand getting slammed on that steel chair. Chris Roberts, again, a part of the United Elite with FH Jones, but FH Jones has been gone. FH Jones came in at number 13, and he has been eliminated for quite some time now. But Chris Roberts looking to enter this match. Again, Chris Roberts, a TWF original. Chris Roberts, definitely, I mean, number 19. The only number that can get better than number 19 is number 20. But we know who number 20 is. We know exactly who number 20 is. And look at A-Static. Kicking out once again. Number 20, by the way, if you don't know, is Martina Richards, a.k.a. Millie Richards. A-Static now trying to pick and choose who we can go after. I mean, there's, oh my god, fall away slam from Chris Roberts. And A-Static now tossing Chris into the corner. But Chris turning it around, and A-Static. A-Static boots up in time. And the forearm. Oh my god, Brooke will try to get in the mix now. But A-Static. The chair. No! A-Static! The knees to the midst. Oh my god, Brooke Wilson might be gone. Brooke Wilson might be gone. And no, Brooke Wilson kicking out at a late 2. And Chris Rob, no! A-Static. A-Static is insane, by the way. A-Static, he is the Iron Man of this match. I've said it once, I'll say it a third time. A-Static is the Iron Man of this match. Oh my god. The leg drop right to the face. Going for the cover on number 19. He just came into the match. Leave him alone. But no. Again, Chris Roberts and Taryn Breeze, they fought last week. And Chris Roberts and Millie Richards came out on top to become 19 and 20. Taryn Breeze can't be too happy about that. But again, I mean, to be fair, number 16 is not that bad at all. But number 20, the last person out in this high roller gauntlet match, number 20, Martina Richards. At number 20, this is a beautiful sight for Millie here today. At number 20, this is the best choice you could have ever gotten in this matchup. Millie Richards, you better use it to your advantage. You better use this number 20 to your advantage. If not, you're going to let it all go to waste. Millie at number 20. Chris Roberts, though, was her tag team partner last weekend, but Taryn Breeze is in there. I mean, of course. But look at Millie. Drop kick to the back of Chris Roberts. And we are just nearing the end of this match. And look at A-Static. A-Static with the Hurricanrana off the top. The last 6 participants. Let's see here. We have, oh my god, we have number 7. We have number 15. We have number 16. We have number, I think, is Brooke Wilson still in the match? We have number 17, number 19, and number 20 in this match. And look at Chris Roberts and Taryn Breeze. That suplex. Oh my, Brooke Wilson with the, wait, we have 2 pins. And Chris Roberts kicks out. And Millie also kicks out as well. I mean, Taryn Breeze and Brooke Wilson, tag team partners from last week. We have Chris Roberts and Millie, tag team partners also from last week. Then we have Hammerstone getting pinned by Taryn Breeze. And what a kick out. We have A-Static still in the match, by the way. I'm going to keep bringing it up every chance I get. A-Static is in trouble, though. A-Static might tap. A-Static is in trouble. But, oh my god. A-Static again. Oh my god, A-Static. We need to get rid of him. We need to eliminate him from the match. But look at Chris Roberts in trouble. Chris Roberts is in trouble. No. And oh my god, Taryn Breeze got launched onto those steel steps. What a match. And Brooke Wilson with a bulldog to A-Static. The bottom rope moonsault, no. And the German suplex cover from Chris Roberts on a Hammerstone, but no. Hammerstone stays alive. And A-Static, the spear in midair. Taryn Breeze is in trouble. And what a kick out. And a pin to Millie. And Millie's gone already. Millie at number 20 is eliminated. It is down to 5. 5 participants. What a match. And look at Hammerstone, Brooke Wilson. Look at them work together again. Brooke Wilson with those chops, Taryn Breeze in the forearm. And the steel chair to Chris Roberts. There's so much going on. With 5 left. Oh no. Oh no. 23 miles per hour. Oh my god. But look at Brooke. Oh my, look at Ecstatic. But look at Brooke Wilson. Kick to the back of the head. Right to Taryn Breeze. And Taryn Breeze is eliminated by Brooke Wilson. 2 fatal Brooke Wilson with the elimination of Taryn Breeze. That was a big elimination. I'm gonna be honest. That was a huge elimination. Taryn Breeze. But look at Hammerstone. Oh my god, a spear in midair. And that might be it for Brooke Wilson. At number 17, no. Kick out from Wilson. Hammerstone is on Wilson. And Roberts is on Static. 4 remain. And look at Hammerstone went for another spear. But look at Wilson now. Take down to Hammerstone. And the knees to the back to Ecstatic. Ecstatic. That's it for Ecstatic. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Ecstatic. Oh my god. Ecstatic with another kick out. He has came in the match at number 7, by the way. I just want to say that again. Number 7 is when Ecstatic came into this match. We are at we are beyond number 20, by the way. Look at this match. Brooke Wilson, Nathan Hammerstone, Ecstatic, or Chris Roberts will walk out with a contract. A contract that says you have 6 months to cash in on any championship within your division. And what a boot from Brooke. And look at Ecstatic unloading on Chris Roberts now. Chris Roberts not in a good way right now. Big forearm. Brooke Wilson stalking Hammerstone. Ecstatic getting a breather. Looking at those steel steps though. Ecstatic, oh my god. What are you looking at? With the no, okay, never mind. He thinks twice about it. And look at Brooke Wilson with a kick to the midsection of Hammerstone. And now Wilson with a high moonsault. I'm not sure if he connected that or what. But Chris Roberts digging those elbows into the midsection of Ecstatic. And look at Wilson. Look at Wilson going for it. Another kick to the back of the head, but this time to Nathan Hammerstone with the cover. And what a kick out from Nathan Hammerstone. Look at Ecstatic and Chris Roberts at the top of your screen. And look at Brooke Wilson with the double foot stomp. Brooke Wilson eyeing Hammerstone. Oh my god, tossing Hammerstone off the apron. Potentially on. Oh my god, Brooke Wilson laying out the competition. This is chaotic. And this is just the beginning of this show. This is the pre-show. We have 9 more matches after this. So buckle up. This is going to be a long but a good show. Maybe our best premium live event yet. I mean, y'all can judge. Was after this show, let me know if you think First Destination or High Stakes was better. Let me know. I actually want to know. I'm curious what you guys think. Of course, if you're new and you like what you see, subscribe. It's free, I promise. And like this episode. And Brooke Wilson going for the cover again, and Ecstatic right to Ecstatic breaking up that pin. Unfortunate for Brooke Wilson. He could have eliminated Nathan Hammerstone, but a cover to Chris Roberts, and Chris Roberts is gone. And let me just say this again. Ecstatic has been in this match since number 7. That's insane. And Ecstatic's not done yet. He's not even close to done yet. Muscle Buster right down to Hammerstone, going for the cover. Nathan Hammerstone is in trouble. No. What a match. But look at Wilson. The moonsault. Hardly connecting, but he got it. He got it somehow, some way. It is down to 3 men. Nathan Hammerstone, A-Static, and Brooke Wilson. But A-Static, the Boston Crab, is what makes A-Static tap. It's down to 2. It's down to 2. Brooke Wilson and Nathan Hammerstone in the corner. The drop kick, but Hammerstone with that clothesline right back at him. Hammerstone. Reverse from Brooke, but Hammerstone back at him with the spear. Folding Brooke Wilson right in half for the cover. That could be it. Nathan Hammerstone is the winner of the 2026 UWF, the first ever, the inaugural High Roller Gauntlet. And Nathan Hammerstone, come see the owner in his office because you have gained yourself a contract. You have 6 months to cash in on any championship. Good luck. You're gonna need it. With Nathan Hammerstone as your inaugural High Roller Gauntlet winner, our next match up in the UWF High Stakes pre-show, we have Wesley Parker going up against Myers. Now Myers and Wesley Parker, of course, Myers won the first match. Wesley Parker won the second match. This is the third and potentially last match that these two will have for a while. This is a best 2 of 3 series. Who will take it home? Right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Strip. High stakes. I mean, it's called high stakes for a reason. Wesley Parker with his new gear. Love to see it. I always like to see some new gear. Wesley Parker is delivering today. Of course, a former TWF US champion. In full effect. Wesley frickin' Parker, baby. And of course, his opponent, of course, these two, the first match that these two had a few weeks back, let me tell you, that was deemed a 5-star classic, 5-star rating in the Discord. That match was insane. Their second match, not as good as their first, but it was still good nonetheless. I mean, and of course, they're having their third match and potentially final match. I mean, surely they're gonna have more matches in the future, right? But in this series, whoever wins this match takes it home. It's bragging rights, baby. There's no title on the line. It's bragging rights. What do you think this was? Myers, the leader of the Killshot Foundation, and Sabin, of course, usually comes with him to ringside. But today, we're getting Myers by himself. I mean, I'm sure Myers is more than capable. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Myers won the first match without Sabin at ringside. And then Sabin was there at ringside for the second match, and Myers lost. I mean, to be fair, I don't think it's really a factor of why Myers lost. But surely if Myers did it once, he can do it again without Sabin. And we're starting things off with Wesley Parker. That flying forearm. And nicking him with his boot right there off that springboard. These two have history from what I understand. I don't know much about their history, but here in UWF, it's about to end, it seems like. I mean, surely they'll get another match in the future, but, you know, we'll let it cool down for a bit after today, after high stakes, after Las Vegas ends tonight. Of course, I'm sure some of the superstars will go out tonight, gamble a little bit of their money that they don't get from us, but they probably get from their merch sales and whatever. I'm sure the people that host or that hold this venue maybe have some money to give to the superstars, but I mean, surely. And Wesley Parker this time hits that reverse DDT off that springboard. The first time he couldn't hit it, but second time is the charm, it seems like. And now look at Myers just kicking his knee from under him. I mean, Myers working on that leg. And these two have a very similar game from one another. I mean, they look similar in a way. They have a similar move style, similar move set. But Wesley Parker looking to take things outside the ring with that sunset power bomb off the apron. This arena, by the way, will be up on the WWE 2K26 community creations at some point, possibly before this event is on YouTube or after the fact. And look at Myers with a straight jacket German suplex. Jesus Christ, but Wesley up on his feet. And these two got to get in the ring. I mean, there they go. I mean, this could definitely end by a countout, but who wants to see a countout win? Who wants to see that? I don't. I want to see this end fair and square. But look at Myers getting off the shoulders of Wesley Parker. Kick to the midsection now. And the gut buster with that single knee to the gut. This is the first of many matches, one-on-one matches. I mean, there is a fatal four-way, there's a triple threat, there's a tag team match, but there's a few one-on-one matches. Myers, that stomp to the back of the neck. And look at Myers, a high moonsault off the top rope, going for the cover. Just a one count. We got Chad Patton as our referee. Of course, WWE is lending some of the referees to us. I mean, of course, we don't really have the salary to give them, so they're doing this for free. It's volunteer work. What can I say? Got Myers and Wesley Parker, though, kicking things off. I mean, second match of the pre-show. We have a third match for the pre-show. Third and final match of the pre-show. Cutter from Wesley Parker. Of course, we got Mike Magna Maxwell and Puerto Rico's very own. I mean, we got, of course, New York's very own. Then we got Puerto Rico's very own Mike Magna Maxwell and Shell Gonzalez fighting off for the third and final match of the pre-show. We got best 2 of 3 falls later on. But first, you know, we got the High Roller Gauntlet where Nathan Hammerstone comes out victorious. And then we have Myers and Wesley Parker. Oh my, another kick to the knee. Another high springboard moonsault, going for another cover. These moonsaults, I mean, surely one of them is to give, but no, just a one count. Wesley Parker, and look at Myers now, but Wesley kicking him off. Wesley Parker stalking his opponent. These two have history. These two have some chemistry with the Wesley's call. Boot right to the face. Wesley Parker. Wesley going up top, perhaps looking for the spiral tap. And he does! He hits it! Wesley Parker with the leg up. Leg is hooked. And what a kick out early, too. Myers has some more left in him. Wesley Parker just dragging Myers to the middle of the ring. Kick to the midsection. And drops him with an Olympic slam from Wesley Parker. Impressive. Looking like Kurt Angle. Love to see it. Love to see it. Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. He is also in here in UWF. I mean, with Chad Gable as a team. Believe it or not. And look at Myers with that forearm. Turning him around now. Myers. But Wesley kicks to the leg. Stopping Myers in his tracks. But Myers going back and forth with his opposition. That forearm. Super kick to the face. In a straight jacket. German suplex. Myers looking to put on a show. Looking to end this. Looking to take things into his own hands. Kick to the face. Myers, though, ducking down in the neck breaker. The underhook neck breaker. That could do it. And what a kick out from Wesley Parker. Myers. 2 steps back and 2 steps forward. Stomp right to the back of the neck. And Wesley Parker's busted open with the cover from Myers. And what a kick out. Late 2 count. That was a desperate kick out from Wesley Parker. Showtime Myers is definitely putting on a show for us tonight. Went for the drop kick, but hit his head on the way down. Look at Wesley Parker. Drop kick to the face. Jesus Christ. And look at Wesley fired up on all cylinders. Myers struggling to the corner. And look at Wesley with a knee right to the face. trying to get some momentum, trying to rally a little bit with Las Vegas. And look at this! Wesley Parker taking one out of Myers' playbook with the cover. And what a kick out. The leg was hooked, but Myers with a kick out. And look at Myers now. Trying to find his rhythm. Trying to get a little breather, but letting Wesley up to his feet is not the best idea. But in the corner now, another kick to the face. And Myers looking for it again, but Wesley this time ducking under the clothesline with a clothesline of his own. And now, oh my God, went for the cutter. But Wesley Parker, sling blade, roll through, drop kick. These two fighting on the outside again. Outside of the ring. These two got to end it inside the ring. And a half and half, no, oh my God. Looking like a half and half suplex, but into the backbreaker. And now Wesley, oh no, going up top. Wesley Parker looking to fly. Looking to take a high risk or high stake. And he hits it, the crossbody. Jesus Christ, these two. And now Wesley with the Wesley's call. And Wesley Parker knows he has to win by submission or pinfall in the ring. And that is what he's doing. But he's not going for the cover right away. He's going up top with another Wesley special. With the deep hook on the leg, Wesley Parker takes it away in Vegas. Wesley Parker with the big victory over Myers. What a series of matches this was. But Wesley Parker comes out on top. The best 2 of 3 series has come to a close right here in Las Vegas. And for our final match in this pre-show, we have Puerto Rico's very own. This is Chel Gonzalez. Chel Gonzalez and Mike Magna Maxwell have had issues the last few months, it seems like. I mean, not just here in UWF, but other E-Feds, of course. They have a history. They have chemistry in the ring, and we're going to see it here right in Vegas. Chel Gonzalez, of course, we know him from other E-Feds. We know him from back in TWF a little bit. Mike Magna Maxwell is from New York, so it's good to have someone that's from New York in UWF. He's not from upstate, but he's from New York nonetheless. We got Chel Gonzalez. Chel Gonzalez is a superstar. I mean, both men are, to be fair. Mike Magna Maxwell and Chel Gonzalez. This is going to be a great matchup. This is a best 2 of 3 falls. So, this could end in a 2-0. This could end in a 2-1. Hey, who knows? But pin, submission, pick your poison. I know that Chel Gonzalez has a bag on him when it comes to submission holds. So I'm excited to see what he has in store for us today. But I know that Maxwell also has a bag as well when it comes to submission holds. So either competitor, I'm excited to see what we get from these two. This is going to be a great match. Mike Magna Maxwell, New York's very own. If I'm not mistaken, he's from Long Island. Definitely not upstate, but it is New York nonetheless. I mean, I get it. From someone that is from upstate New York, there's always that argument of like, oh, upstate is not New York City. It's not New York. It's New York, but it's not the city. It's still New York though. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It's like saying North Georgia is not South Georgia. It's the same fucking thing. Okay, I'm not sure if people actually say that. I don't know. I really don't. But nonetheless, Mike Magna Maxwell, man. These two have been having some issues with one another. We're gonna finally see who can bring it home. Here we have Chel Gonzalez going up against Mike Magnum Maxwell. Here we go. Oh my, started off with a spear from Chel Gonzalez. Of course, starting things off hot with a splash off the springboard. Looked like Gonzalez wants to end this a little early. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, you want to get this win as soon as possible. Bull drop kick right to the face. But Maxwell on his feet with a what a spinning drop kick of his own, and go for a moonsault of some sort. But Gonzalez counters with his own springboard drop kick. Things are firing off on all cylinders for these men. Chel Gonzalez and Mike Magnum Maxwell. No. Maxwell kicks in the midsection. Gonzalez reversal with a kick of his own to the midsection. And Maxwell caught him with that high kick. Back on the ropes now. And look at Maxwell. No. Dumped over the top rope. And now back in the ring. Maxwell caught him. Waist lock. Real grabs right here today. Face right down to the knee. But Gonzalez back to his feet. Bumping right into each other. Not really. A little miscommunication. But they got things under control. Pushing Maxwell back into the corner. Clean break from Jessica Carr, our referee. The elbow up to the face of Chel Gonzalez. And look at Maxwell. Went for the forearm, but sweeping him off his feet. Gonzalez, the agility of this man all the way from Puerto Rico is unbelievable with that Papa Hurricanrana. In the corner. Oh no, in the corner. Chel Gonzalez. Wait a second. Sliding through. Oh, no. Ducking the kick. Maxwell. There's the clothesline. Rallying with the crowd. With the crowd here in Las Vegas. Super kick. Right to the jaw. Right to the cheek. Now in the corner. Oh no. Maxwell. Maxwell with Gonzalez in his sights. Apollo 11. No. Gonzalez moving out of the way. Jawbreaker. Right down to the jaw of Maxwell. That can't feel good. Now Gonzalez calling his opposition to his feet. Springboard. What a kick. Busting open the face of Mike Magnum Maxwell. Waistlock from Gonzalez now. Look at this German suplex. The strength, the athleticism, the agility of Chel Gonzalez. With the black mass. And now, no. Perhaps went for the vertebraker. But Mike Magnum Maxwell turning it around. Those left-hand punches. The stomp to the gut there. No, Maxwell taking a little breather back in the ring, though. Gonzalez whipping him off his feet again. But calling him up to his feet. Gonzalez and Maxwell putting on a classic for us today. Another Papa Hurricanrana from Chel Gonzalez. Trying to get a little breather. Mike Magnum Maxwell could have baited him in, but no, not quite. And those elbows to the midsection. Now look at Gonzalez in trouble. The drop kick sending Gonzalez down to the mat. Going for the quick cover. Kick out from Gonzalez. And now, beauty shot from Mike Magnum Maxwell. Perfect beauty shot from Maxwell. And now look at Maxwell. No, Gonzalez elbow up. Has him right where he wants him. But Maxwell pushing him off. And the drop kick. Caught him right in the face. And now high kick. And these two squaring off toe to toe. Slap to slap. Fist to fist. Look at this. What a sight. And now look at these combos. Knee to the face. And look at these mounted punches from Maxwell. Taking Gonzalez to his limit. Maxwell. No, Gonzalez. Roundhouse kick to the midsection. Maxwell. Leaving the ring for a brief moment. Now on the apron. Back in the ring now. Trying to play some mind games with each other. Back in the ring now. Maxwell caught him. Irish whip. The magnum opus. Hook on the leg. The cover is in. No. Shoulder up in time. Again, this is a best 2 of 3 falls match, so there will be multiple pinfalls or submissions in this match. Again, we are at 0 pinfalls and 0 submissions so far in this match. And Gonzalez with the black mass, but setting it up potentially for the first fall of the match. Kick to the midsection. The Dragon Slayer is locked in. Maxwell's in trouble. Mike Magnum Maxwell. He has to tap out, but no. Maxwell getting out of it somehow, some way. Kick to the midsection. Star bounce from Maxwell. Now dragging Gonzalez to the middle of the ring. Perhaps, I mean, gotta avoid the rope break, but he's not even going for a cover. He's going for, look at the dragonfly's locked in. Gonzalez is in trouble. Gonzalez is locked in deep. Gonzalez is struggling in the middle of the ring, nowhere to go. But no, Maxwell letting it go. Perhaps he thought that there was nothing else he could have done. And what's he doing? The waist lock. I thought he was going for another cave-in or double foot stomp. And look at this now. Real graps on full display. So Gonzalez, what a Phoenix splash off the springboard. The agility, the athleticism. I say it every time, but it's true. Gonzalez is a crazy competitor, and we're taking things to ringside once again. This has to end in the ring. I mean, there's potential to get a point off of a count out, but we wouldn't want that. Let's be honest. Maxwell with that fist off that top turnbuckle. I mean, right in the oh my, big boot. Right to the face of Maxwell, and Gonzalez. Irish whip reversed into the barricade. Maxwell now. No, caught the foot. Forearm to the face of Maxwell. Waist lock. Tossing Maxwell by the barricade about. And the ref is at a 4 count. Got to get in the ring. Just kicks to the back, but Maxwell, oh my, went for the black mass, but Maxwell got in the ring to escape it. To escape the black mass. Irish whip. And what a forearm in midair for the cover. And the rope break. What a great call from our referee tonight. Jessica Carr. Great referee work from her. Give her a pay raise. But Chel Gonzalez, and that's not our job. Our job, that's WWE's referee, not ours. Look at Gonzalez now. Springboard drop kick to the back of the head. Gonzalez now picking Maxwell back up to his feet. Irish whip. Has him up again. Super kick. Maxwell dragged out to the middle of the ring for the cover. That could be the first fall of this match. No. Early 2 count, by the way. And Maxwell's already up to his feet. That's unbelievable. And look at this. The Verta Breaker for the first fall of this match. And there it is. Chel Gonzalez with the first fall. Maxwell is in trouble. Maxwell needs a fall here to get in this match. German suplex. And look at Maxwell sizing up Gonzalez in the corner. Maxwell, no, went full speed ahead but couldn't get anything there. Gonzalez kicked to the midsection. In a powerbomb position. No, those right hooks down by Maxwell. And there it is again! The star bounce! But you have to drag him out to the middle of the ring. You don't want a rope break like what happened earlier. So, but that could cost you for the cover. And there's the second fall. Mike Magnum Maxwell. Next fall wins. Next pinfall. Next submission wins. Went for the, oh my god, black mass! But Gonzalez kicked to the midsection. The Dragon Slayer's locked in. And Maxwell has to tap. Chel Gonzalez is your winner. What a match. Chel Gonzalez with a huge win here in Vegas over Mike Magnum Maxwell. What a match. What a best 2 of 3 falls. The first best 2 of 3 falls match in UWF history. What a match for both men, and what a win for Shell Gonzalez.
And now, live from Las Vegas, Nevada, Upstate Wrestling Federation presents High Stakes.
Welcome in to UWF High Stakes. We just watched the pre-show. What a pre-show we just watched. But now we're going on into the main show tonight. High Stakes. We have 7 matches here tonight for you, and let's get right into them. First up, we have Jaden Payne, Mad Dog West, Vegas Street Fight for the Hardcore Championship. That will kick it off here tonight. Then with Thea, Eddie King, UWF Openweight Championship. That is right after the Vegas 3 match. That's going to be crazy. Then we have Jose Rodriguez from FPW putting up the Television Championship for Open Challenge. It's going to be crazy. Jordan Nori, Lazarus Hyde, TJ Frost, UWF World Title Match, Triple Threat later on. Then we have AD Harris and Pierre Chamberlain for the television title here in UWF. And then for the pre-main event, the Kingdom, the Diamond Wolves fight for the UWF Tag Team Championships. And then for the main event, May, Yuri Stevens, Micah Morimonet, Cameron Blade for the UWF Women's World Title. And that's also a Fatal 4-Way elimination match. But first up, we have ourselves a Vegas street fight, baby. Jaden Payne with his Hardcore Championship up on the line. Mad Dog West, of course, been a nuisance, been a thorn in the side of Jaden Payne for the last month or so. Of course, at First Destination, Mad Dog West debuted here in UWF to the point where Mad Dog West self-inserted himself in the Hardcore division. And now he's getting a shot here today in Vegas on the Strip in a street fight. I mean, Jaden Payne has been through some of these, of course, the last few weeks, the last month. Jaden Payne has been putting his title up on the line, and he has retained in every single match. But Jaden Payne, are you ready for what you're about to witness, about what you're about to endure? Mad Dog West is nobody to mess with. I've seen some of his work. They don't call him Mad Dog for no reason. But of course, the last month, Jaden Payne, you have been Mr. Hardcore. Of course, Hardcore Championship rules. Weapons are allowed. There are no disqualifications. You have to pin and submit inside the ring, though. But there are weapons. Anything you want to use for a weapon, use it to your advantage. There are no countouts. The ref is going to have a hard time keeping up with these two. But hey, that's what it's all about. Chaos. Think of the gauntlet, but this match, it's 2 people fighting for a championship. And maybe that title, the Hardcore title, is what Nathan Hammerstone wants to cash in his contract on. Who knows? Just about a month ago is when this man, Mad Dog West, shook up the UWF locker room. This man has been making his name known all over the globe, it feels like. Mad Dog West has been eyeing the Hardcore title since day 1. And he is going to finally get close to it. But the question lies. He may get close to it, but will he hold it? Mad Dog West is a force to be reckoned with. Jaden Payne, you better be ready, because Mad Dog West is going to introduce you to the dog pound. Jaden Payne, of course, knows what it takes to be Hardcore champion, and Mad Dog West looks the part, but will he be the part? What a monster this is. Mad Dog West, aggressive. This man is the opposite of slow and methodical. he will act and he will leave no witnesses behind. That's what kind of man this is. I mean, I feel like I'm about to watch a casket match or an ambulance match. No, this is a straight up street match. Street fight, more like it. In Vegas, the Strip. Sin City. Mad Dog West is here. And he is here to make the lights even brighter than they ever will be tonight. What a face that is. Mad Dog West and Jaden Payne. Let's get right to it. And that right there was all about the Hardcore Championship. And Jaden Payne getting ready. And his opponent, of course, Mad Dog West, the challenger. This is the first title match tonight. Of course, the first match of the main show, the main show after the pre-show, of course. These two, I mean, it's gonna be a war in Vegas. I mean, these two can use anything in around the arena. A backbreaker from Jaden Payne, going for the quick cover, early cover. It's been only about a minute, and we're already getting a cover. It works though. Any cover will help it. What a lariat off the ropes there. Payne now looking to take things up a notch. Mad Dog West early on in this matchup isn't really getting much, but surely things will pick up here. So there we go. Mad Dog West, that kick up on his feet now with Payne, and those fists now rights and left, and what a clothesline, sending Payne down. The Hardcore Champion, been Hardcore Champion for a minute now, and West is looking to take that away from him. And these two having a little slugfest and here in Vegas, and we love to see it. West and Payne back and forth. These right hooks, these slaps. Mad Dog West been playing mind games the past few weeks with Payne. And look at West now with that forearm right to the side of the face. Payne up on his feet. No, Payne kicks to the midsection. Irish whip to the ropes. Dropping down. What a clothesline. Going for the cover. Hand in the face by a little disrespect from Payne. That forearm in the face. Payne has been unbelievable. Whether it's Tommaso Ciampa or Franco Valentine, Millie Richards, Jaden Payne has been defending his title like a fighting champion. We love to see that here in UWF. So if you're a champion, don't be scared to put up your title on the line. But again, if we're fully booked for a show, I mean, we'll let you know. Trust me. And look at Wes with that Superman punch. And oh my God, Painkiller from Payne. He has put away a few opponents with that one, but they're on the outside of the ring. They got to go inside the ring if they want to end this match. Again, there are no countouts, so you can't win by countout, or you can't lose by countout. You have to go inside the ring to end this match in general. And look at the fans here in Vegas. They're loving this. The first of many tonight. And look at West pulling out a ladder. And Payne is looking to give West some space. But the ladder propping up on the announcement table. Again, we don't usually have an announcement table here in our arenas. But here in Vegas, we have an announcement table. Finally. And look at West propping that ladder up on the apron and on the table. I mean, I don't know what he's planning to do with that, but Payne has a table and the crowd is chanting, "We want tables." I mean, you got it. And now West with a bag of thumbtacks, it seems like. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was thumbtacks. We've seen a lot of thumbtacks in these Hardcore Championship matches. Mad Dog West with the straight bullet with the cover. Kick out from Payne, the champion, with a strong kick out. And now going for the cover after that. I mean, no, just a one. I mean, Payne doing whatever it takes to get a quick cover, but Wes. And oh my lord! Jaden Payne! Unpredictable assault! And Payne is frustrated. He calls that the unpredictable assault for a reason. Because it comes out of nowhere most times. And look at Wes. Went for the blockbuster, but Payne. Wristlock and dropping Wes on his head. Leaving the ring now. Look at Payne with a wrench in hand. And we got painkillers, stray bullets. Now we got a wrench. The wrench is the ultimate weapon, I suppose. I mean, there we go. And look at Wes with that clothesline again. Knocking Payne down. And now going straight to work with those headbutts. Right to the champ. And the champ is busted open. There would be no blood if this wasn't a hardcore championship match. And Wes stalking his opponent, stalking the champ. Just tossing Payne right on that wrench or on that table. And now spine buster right down to the champion. Or on that wrench. That's gotta hurt. The metal of that wrench. And now setting up the table. Mad Dog Wes. Uh-oh, setting up Payne, calling him to his feet. But Payne fighting back. Kick to the midsection. Now dragging the challenger to the corner. But Wes out of the corner. But look at Payne now. Just tossing Wes into that table. Just stomach first into that table. And now working on the legs a little bit. I mean, wise move from the champ here. You gotta take down the stump of the tree, so to speak. I mean, Mad Dog Wes is a tall individual. Take out the legs of a tall man and you might just win the match. And look at Jaden Payne. Oh no, Jaden Payne. Look at take Wes to his limit with a suplex through the table. Holy shit. And you hear the crowd again. This is awesome. And Payne killer from Payne. But Jaden Payne, this is not about retaining. This is not about winning. This is about putting Payne through Mad Dog Wes for all those times that Mad Dog played mind games with Jaden Payne. This is what it's about. Putting Payne through his opponent. And now Mad Dog Wes. Mad Dog Wes has him up. Look at this. Mad Dog Wes with the concrete jungle for the cover. This could be a new champion. And what a kick out from the champ, Jaden Payne. Now trying his luck again. Add another cover with a feet up on the rope. That is totally legal. Only a 1 count though. I mean, not surprised there. But Payne in the corner with Wes, but Wes fighting back. Wes with an unpredictable assault of his own. Wes taking one out of Jaden Payne's playbook. Now a light tube in the hands of Wes. But Wes, unpredictable assault from Payne. For the cover to retain. No. Jaden Payne. What do you have to do to put away Wes? Straight bullet. The light tube to the knee of Jaden Payne. But Payne again up on his feet. Straight bullet. But he didn't get all of it. And now Wes throwing Payne to the outside of the ring. It might be hot in Las Vegas, but it is definitely hot in this arena. Jesus Christ. Jaden Payne is on one today to keep his precious hardcore championship. The Snake Eyes to Mad Dog Wes on that ladder. Now the chair in hand, putting in work. Wes now up on the shoulders of Payne, just planting Wes up on that ladder. Payne now looking to take a little breather, looking to recuperate. Oh no, the bag of thumbtacks Whenever you see a bag of thumbtacks, you know this match is far from over. And the unpredictable assault again for the cover. And what a kick out from Mad Dog Wes. Mad Dog Wes is hurting. Laying another bag. Another bag. Those are not Legos. That is another bag, but Mad Dog West stopping Pain. And look at, oh my god. Final verdict right in the thumbtacks for the cover. What a kick out. Mad Dog West head first into those thumbtacks. That is so unfortunate. And oh my Jesus Christ. It gets worse and worse for Mad Dog West as the match goes on. Something has to give for these two. Something has to give. But they're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop! Jaden Payne in midair! It's the super kick! No! Jaden Payne with the springboard Arabian moonsault. No, missing that. That could be very unfortunate. We're going for the roll-up, and there's no rope break, so that doesn't... I was about to say, even though the hands are under the ropes, that doesn't matter. There's no rope breaks in a match like this. Northern Lights suplex from Payne. Jesus Christ. Jaden Payne with another light tube. How many light tubes do you need? Jaden Payne, no! And straight bullet once again. Mad Dog West folding the champ right in half. Thumbtack. Oh no. No! Not using thumbtack, but Mad Dog West. Ground and pound. Right to the champ. Now look at West. Picking the champion back up to his feet. Irish whip. Reverse from Payne. On the apron now. Right hand to Mad Dog. But Mad Dog back in the ring. And Payne's back to his feet. But look at Wes. Irish whip. Mad Dog West. One last bone. Right in the thumbtacks. No. This match has been insane. And look at Wes. Just, oh my god, not done yet. The champion in pain, in agony. His name is Pain for a reason, but that's because he delivers it. No! Jaden Payne, the sweat, the blood in the face of both men. They don't even know where they're at most of the time, probably. But look at Payne and Wes fighting right over those thumbtacks. Payne, though, fighting back. Just dragging Wes to the ropes now. Thumbtack, a bag of tacks in his hand, but Wes moving out of the way. Just tossing Payne outside the ring. That ladder is still on the apron and the announce table. So, but oh my god, working on the knee, tearing down the champ, bit by bit, ligament by ligament. And look at Wes, light tube in hand, on the prowl, right to Payne's body. The shards of glass are all over this arena. The cleanup crew is gonna, oh my god, another table. Another table is in the ring. But Payne back in the ring as well. Look at Wes. We got Wes pushing Jaden back into the corner. But Payne with the elbow up. And look at Payne. Irish whip to Wes. Back in the other corner on the opposite side of the ring. And now, oh no. Back, oh no, belly to belly, way into the thumbtacks, on the table, on the wrench, on the glass shards, on everything that's in the ring for the cover. No. Look at the body of Mad Dog West, by the way, the blood. I mean, on both men, the blood dripping from their faces, on their bodies, the sweat, the blood, everything they've been, oh my god, a forearm in midair! To crown a new champ. No. Mad Dog West is livid, and you don't want to see this man angry. Put this match away. Honestly, if I was Jaden Payne, just lay down and take the pin. You don't need to go through this. Jaden, dragon suplex. Oh my god. Oh no. Pain with the table in hand, just trying to bury the challenger. I mean, that is probably what you have to do to win this match, is bury your opponent. Especially with someone like Mad Dog Wes. If that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do. Bury him like it's a last man standing match. Oh my god. Jaden Payne. Up on the barricade. Oh my god. But no, thinking twice. Okay. I mean, whatever you gotta do to win the match, do it, Payne. But be careful. That's all I ask. Jesus Christ. Another light tube. Ice whip reverse. No. The table in the way. Oh my god. Jaden Payne face first. Right on the ladder. Mad Dog West. Superman punch. Jesus Christ. Get Payne in the ring and pin him, Mad Dog. Please. Oh no. Jaden Payne up on the ladder. Oh my god. What is Wes looking to do? Wes, stop it. Wes, stop it. Stop it! Oh my god. Jaden Payne and moving out of the way. Wes going face first into the ladder. This match is absolute insanity. But look at Payne. Look at take a high risk. Headbutt. Right down to Wes. What else do you have in your arsenal, Jaden Payne? Jesus Christ. We're resorting to headbutts and we got a trash can lid. Oh my god. What? This match is insane. This match is, oh no. Jaden Payne again. Final verdict. Jesus Christ. And now Payne looking to take Wes back into the ring. I mean, that's gotta be it. Just pin him, get it over with. And still, hardcore champion. But no. Jaden Payne. What do you have to do to put away a monster like Mad Dog Wes? And oh my god. Payne, blow to the back. Off the ropes now with a lariat. No! Wes got out of the way. Lucky by Wes. But now Wes. Those combos, those punches, those right hooks, left hooks. And just, oh my god, belly to belly. Overhead! Just tossing the champion. But Jaden swiping Wes off his feet. Leaving the ring. Going for another, it's another, oh my god. How many light tubes are under that ring? Jesus Christ. But Wes, oh my god. Just a clothesline for the cover. Kick out again. Please, someone end this before someone dies. And the dragon screw into the thumbtacks. Jesus. And look at Payne now. Payne. But Wes, clothesline sending Payne down to the thumbtacks. Another bag. Another bag. It's gotta be it. More thumbtacks. And look at Wes now. Oh my god, tossing Payne onto the ropes. But look at Payne, drop kick. Sending Wes down into the piles. And pile, oh my god. Another bag. Why are you dumping it outside of the ring? Look at. No, oh my god, Wes. Tossing Payne back onto the. Oh my god, no. Second time's a charm. Second time. No! In another senton. Jesus. And look, oh my god. Look at Jaden Payne. Setting up Wes. Kick to the midsection. The Grims, no! With an Alabama Slim to reverse! Jaden Payne's head ricocheting off of that trash can lid. That's gotta be a concussion. That's gotta be CTE. Oh my god. Someone's gotta end this match. Please. Someone, oh my god. Another bag. And Jaden Payne! No, Wes. Shoulder block into Payne. Mad Dog Wes with the death row. bomb. End this match, Wes. But he wants to put Pain into it. Wait. Oh, no, now he's going for the pin. Now he's going for the cover. I thought he was about to... No! Oh my god. This is an insane match. Mad Dog Wes. And just a suplex. Right down to the champ. Just biting on the fingers. Doing what it takes. Mad Dog Wes. He has no idea what to do. Now the punches again. The combos from Wes. Mad Dog Wes. Oh my, going right down to it. Down right to work. Those headbutts to Pain. And oh my god, again. Again and again and again. Mad Dog Wes is gonna kill someone. Another spine buster. Mad Dog Wes needs to put this match to rest. Oh my god, no. But Pain fighting back. Pain fighting back, but Mad Dog kicked to the midsection. Another stray bullet. For the cover. This could be a new champ. This has to be a new champion. No. Oh my god. And look at Pain in the corner. Wes. But Pain. Wait a second. Jaden. Oh my god. Jaden Pain. Jaden Pain. Wait a second. The rainy night. The rainy night. And the thumbtacks. And Mad Dog Wes has to tap out. And still. Your hardcore champion. That was a street fight. More like a war in Las Vegas. Jaden Pain comes out victorious. What a match. And that is one of many of the rest of what you're going to see here tonight. What a match and what a win for your hardcore champion, Jaden Pain.
Welcome to the Bullet Train. If you are hearing this, congratulations. You are now a part of the competition. The rules are simple. Every 15 minutes the train comes to a stop for a full minute, and everyone on this train is out to get you.
This is where you fall. This is your last stand before the fall, and the moment right before I end your dwindling hopes myself. My only regret is that I have to be the one to do it.
If you do this, no. If we do this, there will be no going back.
All I ever dreamed of was being a star. That dream is dead. Now I look to become something more, something beyond my limits. It is finally time to truly begin.
They also each have their own individual reasons for being here. However, only one can survive. Whether it be by knockout, out of the train bound, or by submission, whoever is the last one standing on this train will be declared the winner and official Hoshi Oja champion. Good luck, and may the best wrestler win.
Even if you try to throw me down, I will get back up. I am not losing. I can't lose. Not now, not ever.
Don't you get it? This is a bullet train to fucking nowhere.
What a show we've had so far. I mean, we still have a lot more to go. We have the Openweight Championship match, and that is now, look at Thea. 2-belt Thea the openweight title on her left shoulder, and the FPW Hardcore Championship in her right hand. And that's right, Thea, the FPW Hardcore Champion. Jose Rodriguez, right after this, is defending his FPW Television Championship in an open challenge. That is right, UWF and FPW are partnered. We are officially partnered with one another. Of course, FPW, I recommend checking them out. Great company, great event. But up next, we have the fiery French woman, the openweight, the hardcore champion of FPW, not UWF. We have Thea going up against Eddie King. Thea been testing Eddie King over the last few weeks. Eddie King finally proved it to Thea last week while she was the special guest referee for Eddie King versus James Uso, and Eddie King won by a roll-up, but he still won the match nonetheless. But Eddie King, let me point out the obvious. You got beaten by a roll-up by Jason Payne, and then you win by a roll-up versus James Uso. But you complain about the roll-up, but it is what it is. With Eddie King, of course, with no surprise, Roxanne 6 is at ringside. Eddie King, of course, walking into Vegas. He has been working his ass off for the last, I want to say a month now. It's been about a month. Eddie King has been working his ass off. If this is finally his opportunity, he has to win this. Because if he doesn't, that's going to look very bad for Eddie King. But I have no doubt that the monarch of professional wrestling can overcome the fiery French woman. But Thea, let me also make another obvious statement. Thea is on top of the world. FPW Hardcore Champion and UWF Openweight Champion. That's insane. Thea has been overlooked almost her whole career, and now she's on top of the world. Thea is doing it all. FPW, UWF, CMV. Let's talk about it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Thea is making headlines in RHW. Shout out RHW and Grim and all those boys over there and all those girls. RHW is another great event. I recommend checking them out. RHW, FPW, we got CMV. We got a lot of great EFEDs. A lot. But we have Eddie King and Thea in this open weight championship match. We got Roxanne 6 at ringside. We got Thea with a hammerlock. The hand behind Eddie King. I mean, Eddie King struggling a little bit. Again, Thea is very, very strong. So overpowering Thea is not an easy task. But Thea got Eddie King in a headlock. Imagine she wins with a headlock takeover. That would be insane. Oh my god, just whipping Eddie King across the ring. Thea, of course, the first ever special guest referee in UWF history last week, of course. She played it clean, of course. I don't expect anything else from Thea when it comes to either playing it clean or dirty. Thea is a champion for a reason. She is the face, the future face of every company she is a part of. Let's be honest. And now that's me being an unbiased commentator, but not to glaze the fiery Frenchwoman at all, but it's true, let's be honest. But we got Eddie King, of course. Eddie King likes to play a little dirty. Of course, 2 weeks ago, him and Roxanne 6 got up to some shenanigans with a steel chair to Chris Roberts. We saw Chris Roberts earlier today in a high roller gauntlet match at number 19. Unsuccessful, but nonetheless, he put up a good fight. Now Thea, that clothesline, but Eddie King fighting back though off the snow, went for the springboard. Eddie King, elbow up, and now these two toe to toe, face to face, eye to eye. I mean, what else can you ask for? These two have been going back at it for the last few weeks. And of course, some of the champions recently, I mean, talk about Lazarus Hyde or Thea. They're sick of all these superstars coming in and getting opportunity after opportunity when they don't do anything to deserve it. So, I can officially say, if you're looking at a championship and you did nothing to deserve it, get in line. Get an opportunity, earn that opportunity. But oh my god, Thea with a roll-up. Really innovative roll-up from the fiery French woman, and kick out from Eddie King before the one even happens from our referee here today. Thea on the apron. Go for the spring. Oh, what a kick. Sending Eddie King down to the mat. Thea taking things a little slow on the middle rope. Now, what a splash. Going for the cover leg is hooked on Eddie King. Just a 1 count. Eddie King looking good in this matchup so far. I mean, he's, you know, fighting back. Oh no. But Eddie King with a knee to the midsection. But Thea right back at him with the kick of her own. But both going back and forth, back and forth. This is what we like to see. And Eddie King with a King Killer Lariat. Laying Thea out. But he's not done yet. Look at Eddie King with Thea in the corner. Oh no, what is this? Eddie King, full speed. And a kick to the back of the head. Running full speed ahead. German suplex down to the mat. Landing Thea. And Eddie King is loving this. Back in the ring now. Eddie King. Oh my god, no. Thea caught him. But Eddie King with the elbow to the side of the head. Look at Thea now. Irish whip. Has him up. Fire starter. With the cover to retain. And what a kick out from Eddie King. The fiery Frenchwoman Thea. Firing on all cylinders. That pop-up cutter. The crouching fight forever. I agree. Fight forever. Look at Thea rallying with the Las Vegas crowd here today in attendance. Thea with all the odds stacked against her with Roxanne 6 at ringside. She is doing it all. And she's looking to fly. She doesn't do this often. The shoulder block. Thea picking Eddie King back up to his feet. But Eddie King with the knee to the midsection. And Eddie King. But no, Thea gets out of it with that elbow to the chest. Just tosses Eddie King to the turnbuckle and into the middle of the ring. And now just deadlifting Eddie King with a running power slam. Jesus Christ, what a match this is. Open weight championship on the line. Look at this. Thea doing it all. She can fly. She's a powerhouse. And she's going to use the ropes as a tactic. That's a little dirty. But it's Eddie King we're talking about. Went for another flare starter. And crown shatter from Eddie King. Deep hook on the leg. And what a kick out from the fiery French woman, the open weight champion. Fired up now. Clothesline sending Eddie King down. Now, oh my god, not again. Just lifting the challenger up in the air. Look at this. And oh my god. Going for another cover on Eddie King. She can retain here. But no, that was a close call. Thea cannot believe it, and neither can I. Oh no, Eddie King getting out of it. Blow to the back. Waist lock apply from Eddie King. Just dropping Thea right on her head. Jesus Christ. And now look at Eddie King set up on the apron. Calling Thea to her feet. The springboard 450 clothesline. Love to see it. Eddie King can fly as well. Thea. Now these two locking up, and Eddie King looking to no. The elbows from Thea to the midsection of Eddie King. Oh no. Has Eddie King back up. But Eddie King, just every step of the way, Eddie King is there. But Thea. Arm drag to Eddie King. What a match this is, by the way. This is a crazy match. Waist lock from Thea. But Eddie King with the bulldog. The sequences. The back and forth. I mean, it's... Oh no. Again, Eddie King every step of the way. He is 5 steps ahead of you, Thea. Roxanne 6, of course, making sure she's not in the way. If a disqualification happens, Thea retains nonetheless. Shoulder block. A count out. a disqualification. Thea would retain either way. Oh my god, right into the steel steps. Thea is taking this to ringside. I think we're at a 6 count already? That's a 7, by the way. This could end in a count out. 8 count? This could end in a count out. But there's no way that Thea would end this. Eddie King back in. And look at Roxanne 6! Roxanne 6, and that's a roll by Eddie King! Just like last week to James Uso. But what a kick out from the champ. Roxanne 6 involving herself. Thea getting caught with a roll-up. And Eddie King with the fall from Grace. What a kick out from Thea. What a match. Eddie King in the corner now. Thea staggering to her feet, and Eddie King with the back elbow. And now with a suplex. Oh my god, Roxanne 6. I mean, I'm not surprised that Roxanne 6 is giving the little edge to Eddie King. What a kick off the springboard. Jeez, I don't think we've seen that before from Eddie King. But look at Eddie King now. Dragging Thea to the corner. Eddie King full speed. No. Boot up in time from Thea. Thea with a flying clothesline. And oh no, Thea setting it up. Thea with the fire starter. With the cover. 1, 2, 3. Thea still your open weight champion. And what a match. Thea still open weight champion. And look at this. Thea getting handed the old and the new openweight championship. Congratulations, Thea. What a win in Vegas for the fiery Frenchwoman. With that said and done, Thea is still your openweight champion. But up next, we have the FPW Television Championship on the line with Jose Rodriguez from FPW out here in Las Vegas. The Blueprint, Jose Rodriguez. But who's gonna accept this open challenge? I'm curious. I bet you're curious. I mean, who knows? Maybe a UWF superstar could be the FPW Television Champion. Only one could wish. Not being biased at all, definitely not. But Jose Rodriguez, this motherfucker is built different, as you can see on his shirt there. The Blueprint himself. I mean, I wonder why they call him the Blueprint. But Jose Rodriguez, open challenge, putting up the FPW Television Championship. Jose Rodriguez, FPW's very own. Here in Las Vegas, here at high stakes. But who's going to accept this challenge for the FPW Television Championship? Oh, baby. This is Jay Cypher. Now, of course, last week, Jay Cypher debuted here in UWF. His first match, his first win in UWF was versus Alex Young. Last week, Jay Cypher put on a show against Alex Young. And now he's here feeling confident more than ever. Hopefully here to take away Jose Rodriguez's FPW Television Championship. Jay Cypher, he is confident, obviously, as we can see on the screen right there. He beat Alex Young last week. Crazy match, by the way, and it was a crazy performance. And now he's here. I mean, it was one match, but this is an open challenge for a reason. Anybody can answer this. And Jay Cypher knocked on the door, and it was answered. Jay Cypher versus Jose Rodriguez, FPW Television Championship on the line. And that's what it's all about, FPW Television Championship. Let's go. Jose Rodriguez, the Blueprint himself versus Jay Cypher. Let's go. Of course, Jay Cypher, oh my gosh, run for the clothesline from Jose. Jay Cypher, of course, newer in the EFED scene. So maybe a little bit of experience will help Jose in this situation. Of course, he is a champion after all. And the raking of the eyes and the drop kick, that is not a legal maneuver. You can't really do that, Jay. That's not fair. I mean, the ref should be interfering, but it is what it is. Jose Rodriguez is no bitch. Jose will push right through it with no doubt whatsoever. And Jose, though, fighting, just still fighting. I mean, the rake to the eyes is a dirty maneuver. It hurts. It does hurt. But Jose still fighting. And big boom, oh my god. Jay Cypher went for a discus forearm, but Jose caught him with a big boot. Now Jay Cypher doing a good job at defending himself, fighting back. Calling the champ up to his feet now. Jay Cypher go for the springboard, European uppercut. Bringing the fight to the champion. Go for the early cover with the forearm in the face of Jose, but no. Jose kicking out. The FPW Television Championship, it is in danger of coming here to UWF. Here in Las Vegas, here in high stakes. Jay Cypher with the wrist lock on Jose and just wrenching, oh my god, pulling on that arm of Jose. Jose's in trouble. But look at Jay Cypher with an arm drag to Jose in the corner. Jay caught him though, has him on shoulders with the snake eyes in the top turnbuckle. But Jose out of the corner, another big boot. Jay Cypher getting a little breather, but so is Jose, it looks like. But Jose's on the pursuit. Jay now, that right hook and the forearm, the kick, the combos from Jay Cypher. The drop kick, and now going right to work with the ground and pound action. Jay Cypher, we know what this kid is about. He's not afraid to play a little dirty. And Jay Cypher with the frog splash, but the knees were up in time from Jose Rodriguez before the big boot again. But Jay Cypher, big forearm, knocking Jose on his ass. But Jose back up on his feet already. And the shot clock from Jay Cypher on the outside of the ring. You gotta get Jose in the ring, of course, to become a champ, and that is what Jay is looking to do. Back in the ring, going for the cover. The leg is hooked. And what a kick out from the champ. Jose in trouble, of course, and Jose now back to his feet. The big knee, the running knee from Jose. He's not finished. Has Jay Cypher in his sights with the Verta Breaker with the cover to retain. No. Jay Cypher, as much as he is new to the scene of EFEDs, he is putting up a hell of a fight. I will give him that. Jay Cypher deserves this opportunity. I can see it in him. Jay Cypher is determined. He is eager for a championship. And maybe it's the FPW Television Championship. Oh, and look at Jay Cypher. Jay Cypher looking for the JCD. And what a kick out from the champion, Jose Rodriguez. Jose staggering to his feet now. And look at Jay Cypher, full speed into Jose with the forearm. Knocking the teeth out of him, oh my god. Now Jay Cypher in the corner. Oh no. Jay Cypher has him in his sights with a super kick. No. Jose caught him. Irish whip. Has him up again. Down he goes with a power slam. Jose. Just those right fists down to Jay Cypher. Jose Rodriguez. But no, Jay back up on his feet. Went for the springboard, but couldn't get anything there. Now, there's the... No, went for a springboard again! But Jose caught him! Landing the neck on his knee and the running DDT. Jay back up on his feet again with that kick. And look at... Oh no. Look at Cypher. The cutter from Jay Cypher. With the leg hooked. New champion on the horizon. It could be... No! Jose. Back on his feet, running DT again. Jay Cypher's bleeding. And now, Jose setting it up once again with another vertebraker. With the cover, leg is hooked once again. What a kick out from Jay Cypher. What a match this is. I mean, this is an open challenge. Jay Cypher took it, and he is fighting with everything that he has. And now look at Jay Cypher roll up. That could do it right there. The deadliest move in EFED history, but no, just a one. Now, look at Jose. Just a one. With a jackknife roll up that time. And look at, oh my god, the running knee once again. Jose Rodriguez is looking to retain in the corner now. Full speed, the kick to the face. And look at Jose looking to finish this one with a bang. Down he goes with the cover in the middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. And what a win for Jose Rodriguez to retain the FPW Television Championship. Jose Rodriguez. What a win. Jay Cypher unsuccessful, but he put up a hell of a fight here today. Wait a second, that's what Wesley Parker... Wesley Parker was here earlier when he fought Myers, and he's here again! That blood's still running down his face, and it looks like Wesley Parker changed outfits in the meantime, but Wesley Parker just took out the FPW Television Champion, Jose Rodriguez. Up next, we have the UWF World Championship on the line. We have Jordan Nori, TJ Frost, and the champion himself, Lazarus Hyde, here in triple threat action. And we're going to be kicking things off with Jordan Nori himself. Now, of course, last week, as you saw, TJ Frost was in a match with Lazarus, and if TJ won, this would have been a one-on-one match, but Jordan Nori came in, caused a disqualification by attacking TJ Frost, and now this match has been deemed a triple threat match. Now, some people may say, this is unfair. Why is it a triple threat? When this guy lost 2 weeks ago to TJ. I mean, don't ask me, I'm the commentator. I'm the wrong person to ask, okay? But Jordan Nori, nonetheless, this is a force to be reckoned with. Of course, when he debuted here in UWF, he put the owner, Remy Martin, through a table. I mean, it's not, you know, this guy is definitely an issue. And TJ Frost took care of the issue a few weeks ago. And that gave TJ Frost an opportunity to again earn himself a shot for a one-on-one match here in Vegas, but instead it's a triple threat match. Because ask me why, I'm not going to answer because I don't know the answer. But nonetheless, Jordan Nori, TJ Frost, and Lazarus Hyde here in Vegas. High stakes. It's been a great night so far. Hope you all are enjoying the show. I mean, of course, if you are enjoying the show, I recommend liking this video. And if you're new and you like the content, I would consider subscribing, but that's just me. It is free nonetheless. It's not like we're on Twitch anymore. We used to be on Twitch with TWF, but now we're on YouTube. It's all free. Liking, subscribing, commenting is free too, actually. Of course, join the UWF Discord today to be a part of the UWF Universe. I recommend it. It's a pretty cool place where all the UWF superstars interact. All the fans come in and talk about the shows. I recommend it. It's pretty nice. Of course, our public signings are closed. We're only accepting signings privately. So if you're a superstar on the EFED scene and you have a Twitter, come to the UWF Discord, promote yourself. Maybe I'll check you out. Maybe we'll sign you. Maybe we'll hit you up. Who knows? I mean, that's how we sign a lot of our talent nowadays. But Nori getting ready for this matchup. Jordan Nori. He is actually a TWF original. Of course, so was TJ, so was Laz, actually. I think they're all, all three of these men are TWF originals, actually, to be fair. Nori, with the bright lights above him, shining. This could be Nori's moment. But does he deserve it? I guess I'll let you be the judge of that. Now up next, we have the champion making his way down to the ring. The UWF World Champion, Lazarus Hyde. Lazarus, ever since winning the UWF World title last month, over a month ago now, he's been on a tear. A few weeks back, he defeated Seth Rollins, the Architect, to retain. That was a dream match. That was a crazy match. A 5-star banger, may I add. Lazarus Hyde. This gear, by the way, is awesome. Here for Vegas. Love it. Love the gear. The UWF World Champion, Lazarus Hyde, baby. What a champion we have here in UWF. But it could change. It could either be TJ Frost or Jordan Nori. TJ Frost, of course, the leader of the kingdom. He was a champion back in TWF. Lazarus was actually our last Mr. Money in the Bank, our second Mr. Money in the Bank, and our last Mr. Money in the Bank before, of course, TWF shut its doors. The Divine One. The Sinister One. Lazarus Hyde. This is going to be a great match. I'm excited. I'm excited. And last, but certainly not least, the leader of the kingdom, TJ Frost. TJ, of course. He has gotten this opportunity before, and he needs this win. Because if he loses this match, I'll be honest, it is a triple threat match, so one pinfall, one submission. He could end up not getting pinned or submitted, to be fair. But either way, it would send him to the back of the line. Lazarus, he has made it known that he doesn't want to give anybody handouts anymore. He wants people to work for the opportunity. I'm inclined to agree with him. I think everyone should earn their opportunity, but who am I to say? I'm just the commentator on this match, or on this show, I guess. You know, we have hours and hours of the show, and I'm sitting here. My throat is sore. My throat is dry. I need some water, or maybe some coffee would actually be nice. Maybe I should run and get some coffee real quick. Actually, hold on. Alright, I'm back. I think I accidentally spilled some of the coffee, so if there's a spill by the ring, I apologize. It wasn't me, okay? Someone was in my way, okay? Maybe one of the camera guys. I don't know. It's pretty good coffee, though, honestly. Vegas has some great coffee. I mean, I thought their alcohol was pretty good. Their coffee's pretty good as well. There might be some rum in this as well, actually, now that I think about it. Are they making me drink on the job? What the fuck is this? Speaking of drinking on the job and doing all kinds of shit, I might actually go gamble after. Anybody in the locker room want to go gamble after this? After the show? I mean, I gotta commentate for another like hour or so, but I'm down to go gamble if someone wants to join me. I mean, maybe some blackjack, maybe poker. I don't know how to play poker actually. How do you play poker? I have no idea. Maybe some roulette would be nice. Maybe the fire first one wants to join me. The still openweight champion. But with that being said, we are getting ready for this UWF World Championship match. Let's get right to that. That's Jordan Nori right on your screen. That is the champion himself, Lazarus Hyde. And last but not least, TJ Frost. And as you see, Ari Santiago, Ray Orgona not here at ringside. Of course, they have a match later on versus the Diamond Wolves to prepare for the UWF Tag Team Championships. Of course, Micah Monet also has a match later on in a Fatal 4-Way for her UWF Women's World Championship. And then Pierre Chamberlain has a television championship match versus AD Harris he has to prepare for. So the Kingdom is all booked for this evening. That is a crazy statement to say, but if you know the Kingdom, you know that they have always been dominant. They have always either held gold or been in competition for gold. And look at the power of Jordan Nori, the big man of this matchup. But also, you look at TJ Frost, he is also the big man in this matchup. I mean, you may not think of him as a big man, you might think of him as a leader of the Kingdom, which he is. But he can also be a big man of the matchup. Look at that, TJ Frost. That is textbook TJ offense. But look at Nori getting in the way. Of course, Nori and TJ have been having issues with one another the last few weeks. Lazarus Hyde just standing by as a champion himself. As the champion, not really his issue. Went for the whisper in the wind, but Nori getting out of the way. And look at TJ with the lariat right down to Nori, going for the cover. But Lazarus is there to break it up. Look at Laz and TJ now. TJ and Laz have been having issues as well. Not as much as Nori. And look at Nori with a sledgehammer in hand. But the Northern Lights from TJ. And look at Nori breaking it up. And look at TJ with a cutter right on the body of the champion. That is, oh my god, what a knee strike. TJ Frost is everywhere in this matchup. The hammerlock lariat. Jesus. Oh my god. What a blow to take down TJ Frost. And now Nori, the splash right to a prone TJ. Now stomp to the arm. But now Lazarus trying to get a little... Oh my god! The DDT right on the sledgehammer to Nori. But TJ breaking up that pin. Now look at... No! Oh my god! TJ with the knee strike to the champ, knocking the wind out of him. And look at... Oh my... Alabama slam from Nori, going for the cover on TJ. And that's the thing about triple threat matches. You don't have to be the one to get pinned or submitted to lose. So Lazarus could lose his championship, although he may not be the one to get pinned or submitted. And now baseball bat to the body of Nori with the cover, but before the one, a kick out. Of course, later on we have Micah Monet defending her title in a Fatal 4-Way match, but that Fatal 4-Way is actually an elimination match, so of course everyone has to get pinned or submitted for the last woman standing. And look at Laz with that super kick to the back of the head of TJ Frost, and the crucifix from Laz. And now to TJ with the forearm, and the divine stomp right to Laz. And now the stomp to the arm. The champion is in full control. I don't know if that's the wisest pin you could have ever made, Laz. You should have went for the pin on TJ, but it is what it is now. I mean, you can't do anything about it now. But look at Laz. Waste luck on Jordan Nori. That's a big boy to pick up. Look at the kendo stick versus baseball bat, and the kendo stick always wins. Now look at TJ stomping on the fingers of Laz. But Jordan Nori has TJ in a roll-up. 2 count. What a kickoff from TJ. That was close call. Jordan Nori could have been the new champ. right there. And look at Laz now with Nori in the corner. Full speed, the clothesline, the back elbow. And look at TJ, springboard, cutter down to Lazarus. TJ, the kingdom's very own, the kingdom leader, but Lazarus stopping TJ right where he is with that reverse DDT. Now look at Nori, has Laz up, went for the fall-away slam, but no, DDT from Laz. Now the sledgehammer right to the midsection of Lazarus, going for the cover. And Lazarus, early 2 kick out. The champion stays alive. And oh, what a knee strike from TJ. Frost, and look at TJ. But no, Laz. Reversal. Waist lock. TJ elbow up in time. The kendo stick in from Jordan Nori. Putting in work. Going for the cover on TJ. Forearm in the face. But TJ kicking out. And look at Lazarus with those short arm lariats. And the drop kick. Lazarus Hyde. Oh no, has him up. The face of God. But look at TJ. Right in there with a kendo stick. Going for the cover, trying to steal the win. This could be a new champion. And no, what a kickoff from Nori. That could have been a new champion right there. Shoulder block from Nori. Nori's busted open. Nori's bleeding from his hairline. That's a nasty cut, and TJ has some steel steps. Oh no, TJ, but Lazarus on the right side of your screen. Nori on pursuit. And look at Nori. No, Lazarus fighting back. Crucifix on the outside. Nori is down and out while TJ and Laz fighting it out. Super kick to the knee. But Lazarus, Pele kick. These three trying to fight for the UWF World Championship. Of course, Lazarus, the champion, in the gold right there. Jordan Nori in the black tank top. TJ with the steel steps in hand on pursuit of Nori, but Nori caught him. Just trying to throw TJ back in the ring maybe, or into the steel post, and just power bomb to TJ. And Lazarus coming in with that drop kick. Lazarus Hyde trying to toss. No, oh my God, tossing Nori right into the steel post. And now Lazarus leaving the ring again. But Jordan Nori, reverse Irish whip, and a clothesline from Nori to Lazarus. And look at Laz and Nori fighting it out, but Nori entering the ring. Maybe that was a wise move. Maybe that was the, oh my God, that maybe was a wise move. Uranagi from Nori, but TJ from behind. Irish whip right in the corner. Nori and TJ fighting it off. The champion is laid out, but Nori has TJ. Oh my God, sledgehammer in hand. But look at Lazarus. Irish whip in the corner to Nori. The forearm, no. Went for the divine stomp, maybe. But look at, no, oh my God, the punch to the gut. That is effective. And look at TJ and Nori. No, Lazarus clanking their heads together. And no, the knee strike from TJ. And the one for the kick, but Lazarus, those elbows down to Nori. And the scrape to the face. And look at TJ. The leg is hooked though. But TJ's there to break it up. TJ Irish whip to the champ. But Laz looking to get out of it. And the punches to the midsection. We have Nori in the background loving this. Look at Laz, but TJ. The inverted DDT down to Laz. Lazarus went for the forearm. TJ now, waistlock from behind. Irish whip now, and the forearm from TJ. And look at, oh, the bicycle knee strike once again. Going for the cover. New champion. Lazarus is down and out. But no, Nori kicking out. Look at TJ, the champion, looking to get in the way, looking to get in the mix. Oh my god. But look, oh my god, another Uranagi from Nori. That could be a new champion right there. Jordan Nori with the win. No. The champion stays alive. What a match. We have weapons all over the ring. We have blood dried up on the canvas. We have three bad men. Nori, Lazarus, TJ with a steel chair. Going for the cover on Nori. But the champion's there to break it up. From behind, waist lock. Lazarus planting TJ right in the middle of that ring. Irish whip from the champ. It has him up. The kick to the midsection. And the pedigree right on the chair. But Lazarus' body just gave out. And Nori tried to take advantage, but Lazarus, with the adrenaline, is back up on his feet with a baseball bat. Going for the cover to retain. No. Oh my god. What a match this is. We have TJ and Nori. Sorry, TJ on the apron now. Oh no, going up top. Look at TJ. Look at TJ Frost with Nori back to his feet. What a chop to the face, to the head of Nori. Now just laying those fists on top of Nori. And the disrespect. And look at Laz bumping into each other. Lazarus and TJ fighting off. Irish whip reverse in the corner. Uh-oh, TJ full speed. No, went for the back elbow. And now Lazarus with the crucifix. And look at Lazarus hide with the Lazarus effect. Damn near on the chair for the cover to retain. And he does it. What a win. What a match. Lazarus Hyde, with all the odds stacked against him, comes out on top in Vegas. And still, UWF World Champion. What a match for all three men. They left it in the ring. Blood, sweat, tears, weapons. And Lazarus, the last man standing. Congratulations to Lazarus Hyde for retaining the World Championship. With Lazarus Hyde as your still World Champion, we have the UWF Television Championship match up next. And up first, we have the champion himself, A.D. Harris. Of course, the leader of the Golden Generation. They were unfortunate to lose last week. Of course, Ryan Lowe and Levi Fox lost to the Diamond Wolves in the semifinals of the tag team tournament, which the Diamond Wolves will actually be in a match right after this in the pre-main event versus the Kingdom for the tag team titles. But this man right here, A.D. Harris, has been watching week in, week out to see who would win the television championship tournament. And it is Pierre Chamberlain, of course. Pierre Chamberlain versus A.D. Harris for the television championship. We saw Jose Rodriguez defend the FPW television championship earlier on versus Jay Cypher. That was a wicked match. Crazy match. But A.D. Harris. A.D. Harris is spectacular, man. Ever since we opened the doors of UWF, he has been on a run. I mean, of course, with the Golden Generation as well. But look at this. A part of the Kingdom. Pierre Chamberlain, of course. He went all the way in the television championship tournament. And he is here today with nobody by his side. I mean, of course, we have Micah Mori Monet defending her title later on for the main event. We have the Kingdom, Aries and Ray, with the tag team titles in the next match after this. we had TJ Frost, unfortunately, take a loss in the UWF World Championship Triple Threat match. So that means Pierre Chamberlain is on his own in the kingdom. I mean, that's what it takes for all of the members of this team to be a part of a championship conversation. You guys won't be able to help each other in your matches. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, you gotta get ready for your match. You might have just had a match to the point where you're probably beaten and battered. You can't come out to ringside for your boy. It is what it is. It's the cost of being in a conversation for championships. And Pierre Chamberlain is hoping to end that conversation when it comes to him winning the television championship. And there it is. That's what it's all about. The UWF Television Championship. And we're going to kick things off here. AD Harris, Pierre Chamberlain. This match is going to be a great match. Let's go. And AD Harris starting things off with a kick right to Pierre in the coffin drop. Looking like Darby Allin in the paint. Look at AD now. The swinging neck breaker down to Pierre. Pierre needs this. He wants this. Of course, TJ Frost has a lot of faith in his boy, Pierre Chamberlain, of course. Been speaking some high praise on him for a while now. I mean, Pierre Chamberlain has the look. He has the moves to be champion. But he has to get past AD Harris, of course, also in FPW as well. And Pierre Chamberlain, a UWF member of the roster. Of course, if you're in FPW, but not in UWF, or if you're in UWF, but not FPW, hit Remy up, hit the owner up. If you want a storyline between both companies, we could possibly get something started. Of course. And now look at Pierre throwing the champ outside the ring, taking things to ringside already in this matchup. This match just started and we're already going to ringside. I'd love to see it, but Pierre. Oh no. Pierre, what are you looking at the turnbuckle? Never mind. I was about to say looking at the turnbuckle, but wait a second. Look at Pierre. Look at Pierre Chamberlain! Taking things to a high new level. Pierre Chamberlain, of course, a high flyer, member of the kingdom. AD Harris, the leader of the Golden Generation, dropping the champion right on his head. That could be it already. AD Harris might be out of it, but AD Harris fighting back, those elbows digging into the midsection of the challenger and throwing him right into the steel post. AD Harris again. Oh my god. Using that steel post like it's the roulette table. 7 count. Pierre Chamberlain needs to get in the ring. This could end in a count out. Oh no. Look at AD. AD leaving the ring. I mean, AD does not want to win by count out. But look at Pierre with that arm of AD. But AD back to his feet now. Rolling out of the way. But Pierre caught him. Irish whip reverse. No. The steel steps in the way. The forearm went for the kick, but couldn't get it there. Oh no, look at this. AD Harris with Pierre up on the barricade and a big boot to the side of the head. AD Harris and Pierre at a 6 count. That knee strike from AD. 7 count. They got to get back in the ring, and AD getting back in the ring. Pierre at an 8 count. Pierre needs to get up. 9 count. But AD Harris once again leaving the ring to break the count. This is a fighting champion if I've ever seen one. Pierre Chamberlain just tossing AD into the steel steps. And again into the steel steps. Pierre wants to win by any means, but AD has to retain. And oh my, the steel steps and the steel posts are just getting used like crazy in this matchup. 7 count, but back in the ring we go. Finally, back in the ring at a 7. And look at 80, calling Pierre to his feet. Calling Pierre to his feet for the roll-up in the middle of the ring. For the cover. No, just a 1. Pierre getting out of it. And look at 80 Harris. What a move from 80 Harris with the cover. And what a kick out from the challenger. I'm not sure what that's called, but what a move from 80. Oh no, that's a far dive. 80 calling Pierre to his feet. 80 Harris with the, no way for the Hurricanrana perhaps, but the power bomb from Pierre Chamberlain. And now look at Pierre with the sharpshooter. It's locked in on the champion. But 80 Harris quickly getting out of it, pushing Pierre off. 80 just dragging Pierre to the corner. And now AD, but Pierre with the inverted DDT right down to 80 Harris. AD crawling, struggling to the corner. And look at Pierre with the drop kick to the knee, to the leg of 80 Harris. Gonna be a little difficult to perform your Hurricanranas, AD. And now look at Pierre on the apron for the springboard blockbuster. Perfect blockbuster. Perfect neck breaker from Pierre Chamberlain, and the bottom rope moonsault to follow up. And look at Pierre going to the corner. Oh no, right in the drop zone. He's right where he wants him. Pierre Chamberlain went for the headbutt, but 80 getting out of the way. And the cave-in! He grazed him. He barely got it. 80 Harris barely got anything on that cave-in. But now full speed. 80 Harris with the uppercut. The back elbow. In the 619. And for the springboard, European uppercut. What a sequence from 80 Harris. And look at Pierre back to his feet. Irish whip reverse from 80. And no one for the back elbow. But Pierre caught him. Has 80 up. Oh my god. The powerbomb on the knee for the cover. And what a kick out. You could definitely debate that was a rope break. That foot is under the bottom rope. But the ref didn't see it. The ref's decision is final. Pierre Chamberlain with the cover, new champion. No! Shoulder up in time from the champion. And look at Pierre setting up the champion. No, blocked by AD. But Pierre elbows to the midsection. But AD blocked it again. Another one. AD Harris with a sit out move of some sort. I still don't know what to call that move. But look at 80. 80 Harris going for another cave-in. But oh my, 80's still not done yet. The champion looking to put this one away with another move. I don't know what to call that. I apologize. But 80 Harris with the win. And still UWF television champion. Golden Generation's very own 80 Harris walking out of Vegas to the casino, was still champion.
Theirs is an epidemic affecting thousands of young wrestling fans, a condition scientists are calling the thirst. I'm Twisted Sisters member Dallas Cole, and I've joined forces with Twisted Shock Energy to fight the thirst. You can join our tag team by purchasing a refreshing can of Twisted Shock Energy. You have the choice of 5 rockin' flavors. Personally, I like Punk Rock Punch the most. Act now, and together, we can help young wrestling fans. Like here, Joe. Pumble the thirst.
And for our pre-main event, we have Ray Ragon on the right, Eri Santiago on the left. We have the Kingdom defending their UWF Tag Team Championships. The Tag Team Championship Tournament has been going on for a few weeks. Last week we saw the Diamond Wolves take the win over the Golden Generation. Jason Payne and Diamante will take up this challenge, of course. Jason Payne was the first openweight champion of UWF. Of course, the Kingdom and the Diamond Wolves know what it takes to be champion. Both teams have held gold in the past, of course. Diamante and Payne, a memorable team, and so is the Kingdom. Two very different teams, I feel like, but the same goal in mind: to either stay champion or be a new champion. And then their challengers, their opponents. This is the Diamond Wolves. On the left, Diamante. On the right, Jason Payne. The Diamond Wolves. I mean, after Jason Payne lost his openweight championship to Thea, Payne has been on a tear with his boy Diamante in tag team action. As a commentator, week in, week out, I love seeing Payne. Of course, I love seeing Diamante too, but I love seeing Payne in tag team action. I think it suits him very well. Now, of course, Payne is also very dominant as a solo star, as a singles competitor. But as a tag team, these two have the potential to shake some shit up in the tag team division. And that's what they're looking to do today. They're looking to dismantle and tear the Kingdom apart. And it could start with Ray Ragon and Ari Santiago. And of course, we saw Pierre Chamberlain just a moment ago lose his television championship match versus AD Harris. AD Harris still the champion. And then of course we saw TJ Frost. TJ Frost did not get pinned, but unfortunately, Lazarus Hyde for TJ. Lazarus Hyde still the champion. But we have the Kingdom already in full. Look at this. Already with the tag team offense. Diamante. Poor Diamante, man. Poor Diamante. You can label Diamante as the silly little guy in the Diamond Wolves. I mean, you can do it. Diamante, that inverted DDT, though. Diamante is very impressive, though. I mean, he's, talk about underrated, right? Diamante, just like Thea, I feel like, been very overlooked in Diamante's career. Diamante and Jason Payne looking to dismantle the Kingdom. But of course, Ari Santiago, quick cover and almost got the win right there with that knee strike. Diamante now looking to get off from that vertical suplex position with a chop to the knee of Ari Santiago. Diamante with Ari Santiago with that springboard cutter. Diamante feeling the effects of a championship match already early on in this match. Look at this. Diamante is getting no room to breathe. Ari Santiago, those combos to Diamante with that uppercut. Of course, the Kingdom, of course, were TWF Tag Team Champions as well. Very strong team. Very good chemistry. Look, taking things outside the ring now, but Diamante looking to get back inside the ring for a brief moment, going outside the ring. I mean, it is what it is. And a tag to Jason Payne, the Wolfman himself. Jason Payne looking to get in this matchup. Oh my god, working on the arm of Ari Santiago. And now, with, strong kicks to the midsection of Aries. Moving out of the way now, Ari Santiago. Uppercut right to the Wolfman. And in the corner again, the cutter connects. That cutter is insane from Ari Santiago. He perfects it so well. And look at Ari Santiago with the strength to the big man of the Diamond Wolves. Tagged it, and talk about big men, Ray Ragon and Jason Payne. I would love to see this be a one-on-one in the near future. I would love to see this. This is a match made in heaven for a one-on-one bout. Look at Ray Ragone now. Powerbomb position to Payne. And look at the powerbomb down to the Wolf Man. But look at Payne. Back on his feet. Went for a forearm, went for a chop, but look at Payne. Oh, big ending from Jason Payne. Back on his feet. Jason Payne kick to the midsection. Has Ray Ragone a pile driver head first into the canvas, but Ray Ragone already out of the ring, back in the ring now. The Kingdom. Strong team, and so are the Diamond Wolves. Of course, talk about some E-Feds in mind. Arc Pro, I'm pretty sure. TTPW, I'm pretty sure. And look at Jason Payne now. Springboard drop kick, sending Ray Ragone down. And now hot tag to Ari Santiago. Now Payne, Irish hook to Santiago on the apron. Now right hook to Santiago, but Santiago fighting back that forearm, going for the springboard 450 clothesline. I said how I never saw anyone else do that when Eddie King does it, but now Ari Santiago is one to do it in the corner. Pump kick to the side of the face of Payne. Dragging Payne to the middle of the ring for the cover. Leg is hooked, but Diamante is there to break it up. Diamante, but look at Ari Santiago. Jumping neckbreaker to Diamante, and the big boot right to the chest, but back on the attack of Diamante. Sling blade. Diamante needs to get out of the ring, but Ari Santiago's not letting him. Diamante now leaving the ring, and so look at Aries with the cutter, catching Payne in the corner of his eye. The tag to Diamante. Diamante wants a piece of it. This would also be a very good matchup. Diamante versus Ray Ragone. Talk about high-flying graps. I would love to see that. And now, look at Aries waist lock to Diamante. Oh my God. Working on that knee with that suplex. Now tag back to Ragone. And look at Ragone with that drop kick right to the face of Diamante. Now working on that arm and a kick to the ribs. Jesus Christ. And the blockbuster cranking the head of Diamante. Diamante not in a good way right now. Working on the knees, working on the legs of Diamante. This is not good for the Diamond Wolves, to be fair. The Diamond Wolves need something to give. Diamante needs to fight back, and look at this. Diamante eyes up to Ray Ragone, but Ray Ragone, the powerhouse, the force of the Kingdom. Diamante's not in a good way right now. Diamante needs a lifeline. The double axe handle to the lower back of Diamante. Now Ari Santiago, the legal man for the Kingdom. What a cutter from Ari Santiago. But Jason Payne, quick to get there. Now going for a springboard prep. No, I thought going for a springboard or a tag maybe. But look at Diamante with the rally. Diamante with the rough edge kick. Diamante with the cover. Leg is hooked. But Ray Ragone there to break it up. Diamante just needs a little bit more to give, and him and Jason Payne can walk out new tag team champions, but the Kingdom is not going to go down without a fight. That is for sure. That is for certain. Diamante with Aries up on his shoulders. Well, for the snake eyes. Oh my, Aries is busted open. Aries is bleeding. But look at Ari Santiago with the Luth edge press. And now look at Payne trying to sneak a little tag in there, but Aries stopping Diamante, dividing the ring between the teams. Wise move, wise tag team offense from the Kingdom. Look at this. Look at Ray Ragone and Ari Santiago in tag team tandem. But look at Diamante back to his feet. The forearm looking to get a rally with the Las Vegas crowd here in full effect. Waist lock from Diamante. Went for the German suplex, but Ray Ragone's a big boy with the dragon suplex. No, Diamante breaking out of it. And just, oh my god! The power of Diamante taking the big man down. Kick to the midsection. Oh my god, trying to pick up Ray Orgone is like trying to pick up Mark Henry or The Big Show. It's just not gonna work. Unless you're John Cena. That's about it. But look at, oh my, Diamante with a takedown clothesline. Oh my god, what was I just saying? Diamante! Jesus. Big super kick to the jaw of the big man of the kingdom. Look at, no, where you're going. Blow to the back. You know, the Luthez press down to Diamante with the right hands. Ray Orgone in the corner, and Jason Payne can, the only thing Payne can do is look on. The Superman punch missing in the corner. Kick to the leg, another kick to the leg, but Ray Orgone boots up in time. Spear! Folding Diamante in half. What a kick out from Diamante. What a tag team match this is in. You hear the crowd up on their feet. Tag team wrestling. Diamante, forearm to the back of the knee. Ray Orgone back to his feet. Irish whip reversed in the corner. Oh no. Ray Orgone up on the ropes. Now this is, I'm just choking the life out of, that's an illegal move, by the way. The ref has to intervene. And look at this, the cover. Diamante, oh my, what a kick out. I mean, I'm sure that would have been it. This late into the match, anything could put anybody away. Diamante needs something though. He needs a rally from the crowd. He needs a rally from his partner, Jason Payne, on the apron. And look at this. Ray Orgone to Aries Santiago again. Just, oh my, shoulder blocks to Diamante. And Diamante with the hot tag. Aries Santiago on the apron for the springboard 450 clothesline. What a smart move from Aries Santiago. And one for the cutter, but Payne one step ahead. But Aries back to his feet. Aries Santiago, oh my, just tossing Jason Payne, but Payne kicks to the leg. Payne trying to rally. No, caught the foot. Aries Santiago, oh my god. Aries with the sharpshooter locked in. Payne reached for the ropes, but Payne quickly getting Aries off. And now the float over neck breaker from Aries Santiago with the cover. The leg is hooked, and the ref taking a little bit to get there. And I think Payne kicked out before Diamante could get there. I mean, either way, Diamante thought Payne couldn't do it on his own. Look at Payne. No! Forearm from Aries back in the ring. The forearm, oh my god. The combos, the stomp to the foot. And now look at Payne, underhook. Power bomb from Payne. Jason Payne. Irish whip, no. Reversed again from Aries. Back in the corner of the Diamond Wolves this time. Oh no, look at Aries. Just snake eyes down to Payne, making him bleed. Super kick to the face. Straight jacket. German suplex. The Kingdom is on a roll. The big man, Ray Orgone, looking to pick up the scraps of Jason Payne here today. Back in the corner of the Kingdom. Another tag to Aries Santiago this time. And back on the middle rope. Another double axe handle to the lower back of Payne. Went for a cutter, but Payne went for the super kick, but the cutter from Santiago off the springboard. What a tag team match we have here today in Vegas from these two teams. The Kingdom and the Diamond Wolves. Some miscommunication there from, oh my god, the suplex landing. Payne right on his head looking like a Saito suplex. But Payne, reverse Irish whip in the corner of the Kingdom now in enemy territory. But Payne doesn't care. Those stiff clotheslines to Santiago. Now Payne looking to tear apart Santiago. Back in the corner with Diamante. Diamante's been waiting his turn, and he is about to get it with the skull and bones. The crossbody from Diamante. Going for the cover, hook on the leg, but Ray Ragon's there to break it up. Diamante with Santiago kick to the midsection. Wait a second! But Santiago, those right hands down to the face of Diamante. The Luth Edge press. I'm sure that Diamante was going for the Diamond's Destroyer, but couldn't get it. Santiago just 2 steps ahead of the game. Tag back to Ray Ragon. And you see Ray Ragon with the bear hug. The bear hug is locked in on Diamante. Diamante's in trouble. Payne can only watch for the bell clap. Diamante with the rough head slam. But Diamante is nowhere near finished with a Ray Ragon helpless diamond splash. And look at Aries Santiago right there to the race. If he was ever in a race, he would be number 1. Let's be honest. But Diamante back. No way. No way. No, he's going for the knee drop right to the chest. I thought he was going for another diamond splash. Let's be honest. Diamante now sitting Ray Ragon up on one knee, like he's proposing. Diamante. No one for the drop kick to the back. Ray Ragon. Oh no, not again. Ray Ragon with Diamante in the corner of the kingdom. Tag. Back to Aries Santiago, up on the middle rope, working on that arm. And Diamante now caught him off guard, back in the corner of the Diamond Wolves. But not going for the tag. Instead, Diamante just, oh my god. What a reverse DT off that middle rope, and Ray Ragon's there to break it up. Ray Ragon's right there, the big man. And look at Diamante getting revenge on the kingdom. Diamante has Ragon. Those elbows to the face and the double axe handle to Diamante. And the cutter! Diamante, I think everyone in this match is busted open. I think everyone is bleeding, okay? I think everyone is pretty much bleeding at this point. Aries Santiago, that knee right to Payne, and Payne's out of commission. Jason Payne, if this was a time to get a pin, it is now. Diamante with the knee strike for the cover! No! The rough knee caught Aries Santiago right in the jaw. Tag to Ray Ragon. Oh no. The underhook. The power bomb. The double sit out power bomb. Ray Ragon, the force of the, oh no. The kingdom is about to take it all home. Watch this. Watch. Diamante! The clothesline! Picking Ragon back up to his feet. Throwing him to the Diamond Wolf's corner with Payne. A tag to Payne. Working on the arm. Oh my god. Working on the arm now. The Irish whip. And the kick. The double kicks right to Ragon's midsection. And now Payne working on the arm again. Trying to take the big man out from his legs, from his arms. I mean, do what you gotta do to be the new champion. Throwing his body right to Ragon is what you have to do to win. Is what you have to do to be champion. And just tossing Ray Ragon. And now Payne going to the middle. Turnbuckle window. Ragon leaving the ring and working on Diamante. And look at Payne working on Santiago. I mean, the chaos is ensuing in this tag team match. But look at Ragon looking to perhaps enter the ring. He is. And look at Payne. Oh my god. What a double axe handle from Ragon to Payne. Now the tag to Aries Santiago. And look at Santiago eyeing Payne. No, Payne with the boot up in time. And now Payne just throwing his weight around to Santiago. Payne picking Santiago back up to his feet, turning him around. Wait a second. The sleeper's locked in. The sleeper's locked in. Santiago's in trouble. And Santiago has to tap out. And the Diamond Wolves are your new UWF Tag Team champions, Jason Payne and Diamante. Congratulations! Where we were going was too late to get there. The sleeper is what does the job. What a win for these two. Jason Payne on the left, Diamante on the right. Remember the names, the Diamond Wolves. And now we have come to that time. We are in the main event. This is Fatal 4-Way action for the UWF Women's World Championship, and the catch is, now usually Fatal 4-Way triple threat matches are just one pinfall, one submission. But this is indeed an elimination match. First up, we have Cameron Blade. Now, of course, Cameron Blade has had some issues with Yuri Stevens. I mean, so has May. It's been basically Cameron Blade, May, and Yuri Stevens since Yuri Stevens debuted in a gauntlet match over a month ago. Debuted here in UWF. I mean, she has been causing issue after issue. She debuted in the gauntlet, she went to First Destination and lost, and then she started attacking May and Cameron Blade. I have no idea what's getting through her head, but someone needs to talk to her. She needs an intervention. But Cameron Blade, of course, has been trying to keep it by the books, been winning her matches, been trying to show up to work every week, and just fight for a championship. May has been trying to do the same thing. I'm sure that May and Cameron have some respect for each other, but Yuri Stevens has made that respect get thrown out the window. Then we have Micah Monet on the other hand. Micah does not deserve this. I mean, the Fatal 4-Way, the odds, I mean, kind of like the triple threat we saw earlier with Lazarus Hyde, the odds are obviously not in Micah's favor. But Micah, all she can do is fight and be the last woman standing, because unlike the triple threat, this is an elimination match. So Micah has to survive the other three women. Micah Monet with a new look. I like it. I love to see, of course, Pierre Chamberlain. Her other half unfortunately lost against AD Harris earlier. AD Harris retained as the television champion. The Kingdom we saw a moment ago, Aries Santiago and Ray Orgone, they unfortunately lost their tag team titles. So the last bit of gold in the Kingdom is right there. The UWF Women's World Championship. Micah, you have to keep this. You have to keep this championship, Micah, to keep the Kingdom from falling apart. It's not looking too good for the Kingdom, but of course Yuri Stevens has been looking to tear down Micah Monet for the last month and some change. Of course, Yuri Stevens, we've always known her as someone that plays by the rules, but recently she's had a change in attitude, a change in her personality. The toxic devil, as you see on her hoodie. I mean, you could say she's toxic, and you could say that the devil's been taking her over. I have no idea what's been in the head of Yuri as of late, but I guess maybe this will be a reality check for Yuri Stevens. Of course, Yuri Stevens been taking the game of AJ Styles, with her new, her returning or debuting in UWF. AJ Styles, a big inspiration in her moves. A big fan of Tekla, of course, the AEW Women's World Champion. Tekla, y'all might hate her as a champion, but I'm a fan. But I would like to see Chris Statlander maybe perhaps be champion. Maybe Jamie Hayter would be pretty nice. But we have Yuri Stevens, Cameron Blade, Micah Monet in the ring. And last but not least, May. Of course, May, I think, is the underdog of this match, in my opinion. I think May is a sneaky opponent, a sneaky competitor in this matchup. May could take it all here tonight. May is an underrated opponent. She's an underrated competitor. I mean, she has the potential to be in the conversation for a championship, and here she is. She's in a championship match. But of course, this match, it's not one pinfall, one submission. It's basically a few pinfalls, a few submissions, the last woman standing elimination match, fatal 4-way. Whoever last standing wins. So Micah Monet has a bit. I mean, I feel like this is a little bit easier than the triple threat match we saw earlier. To be fair, all you gotta do is just stay away from everybody and just play your cool. First, we got Cameron Blade, Micah Monet, Yuri Stevens right there on your screen. And then last but not least, we got May. Let this match begin. Of course, this is the main event for High Stakes here in Las Vegas. Hope you all have been enjoying. Of course, it is my job to mention that if you like this content, if you're new, I would consider liking this video and subscribing. And of course, the UWF Discord is down below if you want to be part of the universe today. Of course, our signings are very limited, but if you are a talent that, you know, showcases their talent on Twitter, let us know. We'll check you out. Maybe we'll sign you. It depends. We'll check you out. We'll scout you. You know that's how shit works around here. And look at Micah trying to go for something there, but and of course this match is gonna be chaos. 4 women fighting for 1 championship. I mean, it's obviously gonna be chaos. But look at Yuri Stevens. Of course, Yuri is not afraid of some gold, and so is Cameron. Cameron's not afraid either. Of course, May, I think, was the first ever TWF Women's Money in the Bank winner back at TWF. Yuri was NGPW champion, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Cameron Blade was women's world champion or women's IC champion or something like that. I mean, I have a bad memory, you know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. And Micah Monet been champion for a little bit now. Look at Yuri with the first pinfall of the match, but May before the one. Of course, our referee here today is gonna be everywhere tonight. Of course, WWE has lended us some referees. And Yuri Stevens, that running elbow to Cameron Blade. And look at Yuri. Went for a backflip, catching Cameron in the nose, it looked like. And look at Micah just going at it on May. Of course, Yuri Stevens pull back. Hurricanrana from Yuri. Yuri is unbelievable. We have a table in the ring, by the way, but so far it is not propped up. No one has been using it so far. And look at Yuri Stevens, the double foot stomp to the back of the head of Cameron Blade. Yuri Stevens is unbelievable. And look at Yuri with that kendo stick to both women, May and Micah Monet. Yuri Stevens, the enziguri to Micah. But look at Cameron making her way over. Look at, oh my god, Yuri Stevens, that forearm, that stiff forearm. And now with the sling blade, the only woman standing, Yuri Stevens. But never mind, look at May, that drop kick, sending Yuri back to the apron. Now look at Cameron on Micah. We have May on Yuri. Look at May on the left side of your screen. We have Cameron working her way over to May, working on the arm of Yuri. Cameron Blade and May fighting it off now. These two have been fighting off for the last few weeks. But look at Cameron Blade, those right hands. And look at Yuri throwing the champion into the steel post. Now throwing Cameron into the ring. And Yuri cleaning house. And now Yuri, candlestick in hand of the champ. But Yuri is getting out of dodge. Oh my god. She's getting out of harm's way. But Micah Monet and Cameron working together for a brief moment. Micah, the candlestick in hand. Of course, again, it's elimination, so you don't have to break up pins. You can let pins go to let your opponent pin someone else. And DDT to the champ right on the table, on the back side of it. And look at Cameron Blade pop up headbutt to Yuri. Now Micah in the corner with May. And look at Cameron Blade. Oh no. Cameron Blade, look at this. Looking for the Blade's End. Now for the cover, Yuri Stevens could be the first one eliminated. But no, Yuri Stevens kicking out at a 2. And now Micah pounding away on May. But while Cameron's getting a trash can in the ring, just throwing it over May. Now we'll cover to May from Micah Monet, the champ. Only a 1 count though. And now look at, I think Cameron just hit Yuri with the final decree. But the ref is out. When did the ref get hit? I don't even know what's going on anymore in this match. And now look at May on Micah now. What a code breaker off the springboard to the champ. And the ref is still knocked down. And look at Micah staggering to her feet. Look at May with a kick to the midsection, kick to the chest, chop, and a kick to the back of the head. And now May with a face buster down to the champ, going for the cover. The champ could be knocked out first. But the ref a little slow. He's a little hurt from earlier. I mean, not surprised he did get hit in the chaos. Well, look at Cameron with a perfect moonsault, but not so perfect. She missed it a little bit. Now, look at Cameron and May. Yuri going for a Phoenix Splash. And now, May Irish whip to Cameron right into the champ. And now, Cameron, the champ, May going at it. And look at Cameron. Went for a big boot. But Micah went for a clothesline, but ducked it. Just pushing the champ back on the ropes. And Yuri has May in a cover. And May kicking out. And look at Micah Morimoto with a power slam to Cameron, but kick out from Cameron. The chair in hand of Yuri Stevens. Going right to May, but look at Yuri! And Yuri Stevens is the first one gone. Karma is certainly a bitch. May and Cameron fighting it off. Of course, this match has been insane. I mean, Yuri Stevens is already gone. The first one eliminated. She's the one that started all this pretty much for the most part. And look at Cameron slamming the champion down on the chair, by the way. And look at May hanging Cameron on the middle rope. And look at May. May with a 619 to Cameron Blade. And now Cameron with a super kick. Now Cameron, to May. Cameron Blade has May up with a final decree. With the cover, May could be gone. And no, May stays alive at a 2 count. And look at, oh my god, Micah went for the poison Rana. But Micah couldn't get enough height on it to get up on Cameron's shoulders. And look at May. May, oh my god, right on that steel chair. And look at Micah Morimoto on Cameron Blade. Micah with a waist lock to Cameron. German suplex. Cameron Blade could be eliminated, but no. Micah now working on May, but May caught her, pushed her up on the ropes. And May, oh my, right on the chair. Landing Micah right on the chair. And now May calling the champ up to her feet. May, the kick to the midsection. These combos from May. Kick to the back of the head. And now May. No, Micah caught the feet. And now Cameron stalking the champion. Waist lock, turning her around. Kick to the midsection from Micah. But Cameron caught her again. Up on her shoulders. But Micah elbows to the side of the head. And now kick to the midsection. But May catching Micah off guard. And Cameron caught May off guard. And now look at Cameron now missing the kick. And May caught her with a single knee code breaker. With the cover down to Cameron Bladed. The feet are up on the rope. But that's totally legal in a match like this. When there's no disqualifications, you can use the ropes as leverage if you need to. Look at Cameron Blade, but May with a super kick to the back of the head, and May is introducing a ladder into the match. What a match this is. Jesus Christ. Now, Micah with May in a submission hold. May's in trouble, but May taps. May has just tapped to the champion, and Cameron with a trash can. Oh my god. May just tapped to Micah Morimoto, and look at Micah tossing Cameron up, and what a clothesline off the rebound, off the ropes. Micah kick to the midsection with a single knee code breaker of her own. So we're either going to have, I mean, Micah's still in the match, so Micah Morimoto could definitely retain the championship, but it's either going to be Micah Morimoto walking out still champion, or Cameron Blade, the new champion. Micah Morimoto went for a cutter, but Micah has Cameron up on Cameron. Those elbows to the head, to the side of the head, and now the Anaconda Vice. Cameron Blade with the Serpent's Crown. And the champion, the knees to the back. Micah escaping the Serpent's Crown. Micah pushing Cameron back into the corner. Micah, Mori, Monet, but no, Cameron caught the foot. Back in the corner. One-on-one battle between these two. This was supposed to happen back at First Destination, but Yuri Stevens involved herself in the gauntlet. And Yuri won the gauntlet. But now we're getting it here today in this, I guess, late match, fatal four-way match. Baseball bat, oh my god. Just throwing the bat right to Micah, but Micah back to her feet. Cameron Carter with an Irish whip. Has her up, no DDT. Going for the cover, the champion. Could retain. No. Cameron Blade kicking out. Micah and Cameron. This is a dream match that I would love to see later on. Perhaps in the near future. You know, Cameron just tossing Micah, not pretty, but it is useful. I mean, throwing your opponent around, it is always useful. Now look at Micah, reverse Irish whip. Punch right to the gut. And now has Cameron with a lariat laying out the challenger. The last of the two other challengers, Cameron Blade. Cameron staggering to her feet on the apron. Micah, the trash can's in the way, but Cameron's back in the ring. Now got Micah, the champion, waist lock, but Cameron elbow up. Micah elbow, and with the DDT, the tornado DDT in the corner. Micah looking to retain, but once again, Cameron Blade shoulder up in time to kick out. What a match this is. Weapons are everywhere. There's blood. And now, Micah Mori Monet with an X Factor. The chair in hand. Wait a second. Swinging right at Cameron. 2 times and a 3rd time. And now Micah going to the apron, but Cameron left the ring. Now Micah's back in the ring. Cameron getting thrown to the ropes, but Cameron Carter, fist to the gut. Cameron Blade, Irish whip again. Cameron Blade landing right on that ladder, by the way. That cannot feel good. And Cameron Blade with an execution. New champion. No. What a main event, and what a show we've had so far here in Las Vegas. High stakes. Picture perfect moonsault to the lower back of the champion. Now Cameron up on the apron, taunting to the Vegas crowd here tonight for this crazy, crazy main event. And now look at Cameron Blade going to work on Micah Mori Monet. Looking to become new Women's World Champion. Cameron Blade. But Micah back on her feet. The clothesline. Oh no, Micah setting Cameron up. Cameron Blade looking for the end. No, caught the foot. And the enziguri from Micah. Micah looking to rally the crowd a bit. Up on the apron. Back in the ring though. Don't know what she's going for there, but Micah foot to the midsection. Irish whip. Catching her up. No. Cameron. Oh my god, execution! Execution! No! I don't know what Micah was going for there, but Micah was definitely going for something, but she missed the mark a little bit. Now, the big boot from Cameron. What does Cameron Blade have to do? Oh my god, went for a coffin drop, but missed it a little bit. A Micah Irish whip reverse from Cameron. Went for the big boot again. And now the German suplex for Micah. But not done yet. Ripcord lariat. Micah going for the cover to retain. No. That was a desperate kick out if I've ever seen one. That was desperate if I've ever seen a desperate kick out. Now look at Micah. Again. Reverse the Irish whip. Dropping down. Dropping down again. The big boot. But Micah kicking her off. Micah Mori Monet and Cameron Blade late on into this matchup. Another X Factor. Micah could go for the pin, but she's not going for the cover. She wants to end this the right way. Micah Monet. Again! No, missing the mark once again. What is Micah? Oh no, kendo stick. She was eyeing the kendo stick. That's what she was doing. Right to the leg. And now, just putting more pain into her opponent. Late on into his matchup. Oh no. What a super kick. Right to the face of Micah Monet. To the lower back, that little senton from Cameron. And now leaving the ring. Nope, going back in the ring. And Micah. Cameron is busted open on her face right there. On her forehead. Micah waist lock. Micah Monet has Cameron. Those elbows to the chest. Has her up. And just plants her down. With the cover. Leg is up. But Cameron. The last bit of a kick out. Oh no, look at Micah stalking her opponent from behind. Turning her around. The knee to the face and the clothesline. To take her. Oh no, Micah. Micah Monet. The springboard. The cutter. In the middle of the ring. Going for the cover and the leg is hooked. To retain. And Micah Monet does it. Still UWF World Champion. Micah Monet right here in Vegas. High stakes. That does it. Now I'm going to go gamble my life savings away. Whatever life savings that I may have, I'm going to go gamble them away. Anyways, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and join the UWF Universe today with the Discord link down below in the description. I'll see y'all next week.